Carrying me through the last broadcast.
No,
You're gonna be doing it again today.
Yeah, I'll see.
All right, so yeah, our game tonight. What do we have on the lineup here? We have Team Elsenheimer versus Team Burton.
Yep, two pretty close match teams here. I think this will be a close game here.
Yeah. What's the history on these two teams? Maybe you can toss me a little bit of factoids on the Elsenheimer team.
For sure. So if you turn into our here, I guess. So we got Burton, right? We have Burton and Elsenheimer. So these teams are kind of they're a bit of a mix from over the years. So last year, Burton actually played with Colby Yacy and Justice Jakes, as well as Elsenheimer, I believe, actually. And they all played on a team together. And then Oliver Burton and Kinley Burton were on different teams. But they seem to have joined forces again this year and got back together as the brother combo. And then they got just some players from up north together.
And what do you deem as up north?
Oh, I guess north of Red Deer.
North of Red Deer. That's up north.
Yeah. So then,
okay, our definitions of north are very different.
One interesting thing, though, here is that Elsenheimer, he's played a lead his whole life, I believe, but he's throwing lead rocks here, and but he's going to be calling the game strategy-wise.
Oh, okay.
And he's actually done fairly well this year. He's actually got a very good record.
In his groove for that?
Yeah. So
that's good.
I'm sure he knows a lot. He played on Sonnenberg's team.
Okay, yeah.
The younger Sonnenberg.
Yep.
And I'm sure they had some
Cortland.
very good coaching. So
yeah.
I'm sure he knows his stuff.
Oh, that's excellent. And I think we have, we could probably do a measure after, but I think we have an over-under of about 50 feet in height combined on this sheet right now.
Something like that.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if we might have one guy under 6 feet out on that sheet of ice right now. So.
Yeah, they just stretch out and it's peel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're having a good conversation the other night that we should really have adjustable hog lines for depending on the height.
Sure.
Yeah. If you're 5'3", that hog line's you dial that thing back in a foot. If you're a little 6'6", you need a little more space. It's not really fair to you what kind of room you got out there. So you gotta push that thing out a little bit. So you gotta figure out the technology to be able to make that happen.
Yep. I'm really liking what Elsenheimer's doing here by throwing around the center guard first end, playing it the strategy. Shout out to Mickey Pendergast, is we call Chicken Little, and that's because there's not too much that'll happen out of it when you throw around the center with hammer. You never really get a big end, but you never give up a big end, so it's very conservative play first end here.
Just grinding out a few points.
Yep, just feeling out the team kind of deal. Yep. Similar to what we saw last game, but just a few more rocks in play. These teams will like more rocks in play than the last game.
So we'll see some excitement here early. Oh, that one kind of snuck away on the boys.
Yeah. Might see him go around the corner here.
Yep. You know what? They did say just make sure we give them the gears. So just letting you know, boys, you got to pay better attention to that line call. That was weak sauce. Be a little more crisp out there. I've got only nice things to say about the Elsenheimer team,
a little more.
No, lots of fun getting to chat and stuff with the teams back here. Lots of great banter in amongst the teams. A lot of camaraderie between the teams. I don't see a lot of kind of angst and that kind of stuff, which was kind of like maybe the curling of old. But like it's pretty awesome to see the common camaraderie and stuff back here. It's a lot of fun to witness.
14-9, Ben.
These teams have played with each other over the years and switched up and stuff, so they're all pretty good friends. So.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Let's do it.
Maybe the next thing we do with the Burton team here is what's the combined hair length on this team?
Well, I hear the longer hair you have in curling, the less drag. So then you throw the peels a little more accurately.
Keeps you centered?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we got here? Oh, through the uprights. Those boys told me not to take it easy on them. They're really making this easy for me. This is easy pickings.
Open side. Open side. Yeah.
Yeah, so I see a couple Alberta flags on a few pants here. What's the history behind some of these teams? Junior nationals or U18 nationals? What's some of the rundown we got here?
So I believe Colby Yacey and Justice Jakes there, I believe they won U18 Team Alberta 2 or 1. Yeah, Team Alberta 1, U18, my bad. And yeah, when they were on a team together. And then just last year, Ben Keast here, who's throwing last rocks for Elsenheimer, he was actually on Davies' team playing third, our last stream game. And they won the U18 Nationals together, which is
fantastic.
Huge. Great job.
Yep.
And then, yep. And then I think, yeah, kind of asking the wrong person. But,
well, you got a better history.
Pretty sure some of Burton's team, they represented Alberta with maybe Hebert last year.
Okay.
Yeah, for Canada Winter Games. Yeah.
So just for anyone kind of tuning in and figuring out why we can't get our facts right is because we refuse to use the internet.
Yeah.
We are going by what we know off our memory, and it's not that good.
Yeah. Especially when you've had some laser loggers. Shout out Team Botcher.
I didn't know they had their own beer. That was a little bit of a surprise to me.
Yep.
I do like how they have it kind of blacked out on there, like on the can. Yeah. They can just, in case they got to change somebody out, it's they don't have to go back and recall a bunch of beer.
Yeah, it's smart. It's good marketing.
That's a safety measure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so nice and conservative game going on here. I mean, this double's made, still pretty open.
Yeah, they're all chasing around just chasing this around the house a little bit. Yeah, so what else do we got going on across the sheets here tonight?
We got a Whitmire Davies game here on sheet 1, so that should be good. We got a Lind and McMahon game on sheet 3, I believe. Then we got a Pomedley and Bowles game on sheet 4. And then on sheet 5, we got Shannon and Schiffert.
Did I kill it?
Sheet 6, we got Richard and Cook. So, some good games going on here.
Yeah. I think there's a couple of these games have some impact on the standings, perhaps going into the playoffs tomorrow. I don't have the full lowdown on that, but I think there's a couple folks sitting around that need a combination of certain special combination of wins to get themselves into the playoffs. So.
Yeah, my team's always said if you win them all, you never have to worry about those.
No, it's the safe way to do it.
Not really. Even then, like, it still hardly moves.
Also, if you lose them all, you know you're definitely not in.
No kidding, Oh, look at this. Oh, it's almost made a beautiful split there under the corner.
Setting up for a little bit of a thin double here. Maybe save some trouble. This is a main point here. At least get one of them out of there.
Yep.
Actually, I don't want to ask.
Yeah, these teams are just kind of feeling it out this end. Just a little more rocks in play than
how much did mine curl?
The teams previously.
Okay, and how much we hitting?
Yeah, I think they're just looking for a little bit of feedback here.
How much did mine curl? Okay.
Because they did have one go through the uprights here earlier in the end, so just want to see if they've kind of learned from that and execute here. Not throwing this very hard.
No, they got some great sweepers here. So by just throwing nice firm weight, they can use their sweeping, and they don't have to throw it super hard to make this shot. It's all about hitting it in the right spot.
Just missed the sweep there again, just a little bit on the line call. Crisp that up coming across the hog line.
I feel like we've seen there's a little bit of a higher center, and if you kind of come off that, it seems to curl off the center a little bit, versus it doesn't really climb. That's what I've noticed maybe. I just sweep though. I don't know too much about curling. Yeah, we'll see Mr. Keese just go around this corner here. We'll see probably Burton hit the open one and
I would think so. Yeah.
concede the 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take your lumps and move on.
Yeah. 2's not a big deal here. Still a lot of game left here, you know.
Just kind of there's a strategy of tossing a couple around that center early.
Yeah.
And the center was off center a hair bit too, which kind of slight disadvantage for Team Yellow.
It is important to note though, like team that scores first does have their win percentages do go up, like pretty significantly. So it is a good good thing to score first in a game, even if you're only scoring 1. You just kind of dictate the play a little bit. This one looking a little heavy. Didn't quite get a time on this.
I can't be wrong on the stream.
With these.
Yeah, I was wrong.
So I can't be wrong on the stream yet.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
didn't get a time on
Hopefully,
your rock. I didn't get a time on your rock. Yeah.
I didn't get a time on that rock either.
Sounds like we got some coaching opportunities to get people a little more active on the
Try
clocks.
and roll me the corner.
Yeah, we're gonna see you just hit this one here and probably the blank. It's as simple as these seem. You really want to stick around in the house because if you ever roll out here, you might just give Elsenheimer an opportunity to see some path. Like, that's similar.
Really? Cover? Oh, well.
I've done my share of those.
Yes, you have. Well, it's a bit of a tough break.
Yeah.
I know the pressure of the cameras can get to people, but
So, one thing there, recently there's been a lot of technical, speaking on falling while delivering, there's been a lot of, the reason why I kind of fell will go on that, reason why Burton kind of fell. So there's been a lot of developments with technical, in the slide mechanics in the last year or so here. And if you watch these teams, a lot of them, when they're throwing takeouts, they're going to be bringing their slider foot a lot further back than you traditionally would hear in your learner curls and stuff you'd normally see. But because these teams are higher level, they bring that foot further back so they can generate a lot more power on takeouts and stuff. And it helps you throw a lot straighter and harder if you know how to do it properly. But yeah, sometimes if you're like me or sometimes Burton and it's 8 o'clock at night and you're playing a game,
playing your third game of the day.
Sometimes the foot comes in a little heavier than you anticipate, and that happens. But
It's tough to ask him if his moves on the dance. He has better footwork on the dance floor than he does there.
It is worth it though. If you know how to do that technique properly, you can definitely throw them a lot harder and make shots that you wouldn't otherwise be able to make.
Well, so Elsenheimer kind of got a good opportunity to bounce back there. He did have his a shot that he kind of gassed through the rings there, and kind of got that bounce back there with a bit of a miss or a little give back, I guess. So it's probably a deserved 2 anyway, but.
Halfway. Still, that's halfway till the hog. That's a lot of time. My out turn, I may have said it a bit, but that still barely made contact. Like I said, we can hold rocks. We can hold rocks. You don't need to take max ice.
Listen to my coaching tips that I
Sounds
gave
a little
before the
similar
game.
to something you were saying earlier, Dave.
I may have said something to the tune of, for the love of God, guys, just take less ice on your hits.
Yep. Curl around like they would in your league game.
Yeah, I like that comment there. Keep looking for me, and that's your tight sweeper telling your outside sweeper, hey, keep eyes up. I got my head down and I'm just working.
Gotta go.
And that's a good communication to say, hey, I'm getting down and working. You need to keep informing me what's going on, because I'm never going to see it.
Yep, good call here from them. Elsenheimer throwing it in the house up 2 here. Probably going to see Burton throw the corner. Elsenheimer's going to throw the tight center, and then it's going to be up to Burton whether, depending on how good that center is, he's either going to freeze that to one top 4, go around his own corner, or I don't know. You probably won't throw another corner. You'll probably see him either maybe go around his own corner or try the corner and freeze kind of method.
I think we're seeing a hit come down here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw the center.
Yep.
I didn't see the release, but that looked like it got going pretty early.
Just a 3. 2's okay.
Got a bit of a coach in the way here. That's okay. Yeah, so I think we're just going tight center here. Same path, same everything.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Well, good opportunity to kind of own this ring here right up front. That's a very well placed redstone at the top of the 4-foot right now.
Yep. Yep.
I'm gonna test you near the end of the game and put a blindfold on you and see if you can rattle off all the sponsors that are kicking off the backs of these 2 teams' jackets.
Oh.
Each of these fellas, it's the
got
old
a
joke.
lot
It
of-
looks like a NASCAR.
Yeah. Shout out their sponsors though, 'cause that's what gives them the ability to come to big tournaments like this and
Absolutely.
curl
Whoa, that picked hard.
on quality ice like this. So,
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
travel costs, broomhead costs.
It actually
yeah,
picked perfect.
So-
broomheads are. Oh.
That's something else these days.
Yeah. 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 I think. Like we were saying about those earlier in the game before,
say
like
dude?
those legal heads are really only
You
good
say
for a
dude?
couple ends before
Yeah.
they're no good, you know. And I don't know, we probably use one every 2 games or so.
Yeah, we're on the
But,
the same thing. I get 2 games max out of.
Yeah, like, that adds up pretty quick, you know. When you got like 3 to 4 players needing a new one every.
Oh, and
every
what,
2
$22,
games.
$23 a piece?
Yep.
Yeah. So, and I
Just
I
wish
think
I
even
was
back-
the guy to invent that. Hey, buy my fabrics.
that's a really good one.
Yeah, smart.
Well, I'm thinking back even like in my last year as a junior, like we were still using hair heads, so you probably still had this, maybe got a new hairhead at the start of the year,
Yeah.
used it right through all year.
11-5.
So, trying to think even back when I did buy what would be now called U18s, had the big 10-inch slanted brownies
Yeah.
when we were 15 years old and still played with those broom heads for like 3 straight years. I don't think we ever changed them.
Yeah. I know when I was skipping, I only used one legal head a year, pretty much.
Yeah, there you could get away with it.
That's good.
Yeah, us skips. We don't do any sweeping. We act like we do on the T line, but we don't.
Was my line good? Okay. Because I thought I was pretty close.
Well, I mean, she might not have done that because we did ours.
Fucking idiot.
Alright, so we've seen just looking for a little hit and flop here.
With me?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's interesting. This might need a little help. That looks like it
Should be
got
a
stabbed back
pickpocket.
at the broom.
Screw electrician. I think I found his new calling.
Oh, this looks pretty darn good. Yeah, close.
Really good though.
Good try.
Yeah. Yeah,
10-6.
just enough. Probably should be able to come around with hack weight, but it's just just enough behind the guard just to make it a little bit a little scarier to throw at for
10-6 on that.
Team Elsenheimer
Really
here.
good weight.
10-6.
Great
Good
though.
That's good. If they can master this kind of hack weight out on this ice, that's going to be pretty key as the weekend goes on to know how to control that out here.
Girl! Girl!
So it might be coming in a little strong for hack weight.
Girl!
Got a 10-5
girl.
on this here.
It's a tough break.
My team typically
10-5, man.
throws around 12-5 for hack. So
Oh, we're getting a little view of the trophies here again.
Well, Ben was on that.
Zach on the camera here,
Ben
getting
was
us
on
a
that red
little
line.
zoom in on our
yeah, Shout out Zach.
Some beautiful trophies here that all the teams out are playing for.
I was easy.
Well, it's like 3 feet.
Yeah, a board that would have curled up.
Yeah, the boys are just having the same conversation around the slight pickup in the weight on that shot.
Board that would have curled up good.
We're seeing a lot less rotation here coming out of
Shall I get back
Burton
to it?
here. They seem to do that weird sweeping thing there.
Yeah, this is going to kind of.
I've
First, I
just-
seen of kind of taking more of the aggressive, aggressive kind of big swipe.
Yeah. I've done a lot of watching, and I'm not sure. You know how I was saying earlier, the more I watch sweeping, the less I think it does. And I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure it really does too much. I think it looks like you're doing a lot more. than
There's a lot of guys that would agree with out there and go like, why do you keep asking me to sweep this stuff?
Yeah. Nobody knows here. There's going to be, over the summer here, there's going to be a lot of tests on sweeping. And I'm sure a lot of that will clear up for at least
I got the four.
professionals.
That's interesting because there's been a few. That's a pretty good shot there.
Yep.
At least kind of takes that black-yellow one out of play now versus
Good weight,
this kind of restart going around the center now.
Yep.
But yeah, there's been a lot of different kind of I don't know, sweeping summits or studies and stuff, and it's kind of interesting that it still hasn't really. There's always something new to find out there still, and if we ever hit the final technique that curling's going to use, I don't think we got there quite yet. And
Yeah, I've done it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to reveal too much, but I've talked to some people.
Meet some trade secrets.
I've learned a lot of. I've learned, at least over the last year here, I've learned a lot of different things that I never even would have thought about with sweeping, especially.
You know what, you
I
guys
don't know.
you guys worked us over the last spiel. My secret plan here might just be get you to spill the beans on the record so I can learn from you.
I don't know. I'll give it. Watch Team Adine there. Team Adine's been doing a lot of new. Adine and Mowat, they've been doing a lot of new sweeping stuff recently, and I don't want to get too much into it because, I don't know, I'm still competitive, you know. But,
you gotta guard. If you got an advantage, you gotta guard it just a little bit.
some interesting stuff coming out, in different techniques, I guess you could say. Yeah,
That's good.
I think.
Good bump out, nice weight throwing there on that one by the boys. That makes life a little easier to manage those stones
Great
when it's
sweep
slightly
by
delicate
Ben
around the
there.
corner.
Yep. Yeah.
No, he threw this.
Both these teams, pretty good. They're both very talented teams. I mean, they've been around, probably played each other so many times that this is just a normal league game for them. But
This in here looks a little bit hot. Unless there's a rock there that I can't see.
got a 10-5 on this. So
Any
this would be good control
Yeah.
for my team at least.
Oh, fellas were. Sorry, I thought the draw was come down there. In my ignorance, I wasn't looking at the TV screen, and the body was covering the rock that was on the tee line. So I was going, this looks a little aggressive for.
A little bit of an awkward
a
view
draw.
for us commentators right now, but it's okay.
That's probably why we were initially shoved behind there. We got all the camera angles over there.
Yeah.
Instead we're peeking through bodies over here. Yeah, good opportunity here for Red to actually just get a flip inside off of this one, avoid clunking their one in the back.
Sure.
That might set up even with a perfect roll, it might set up a bit of a freeze behind the tee line, but let's set it up and see where it goes.
If Burton takes that on. Oh yeah, they probably would. Yeah, with hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would take that on for sure. Yeah, if you guys got any questions, feel free to ask us in the chat too, so we're not just rambling about nonsense.
We'd have to bring up the right chat here. We got last game's chat still cooking up on our screen. I think Zach will work on that.
Straight.
Got a 10-7 on this one here.
Well, okay.
It's not quite coming up there, but that's okay.
No.
Still not a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might
Good
see
shot.
Burton go for the draw here. He can get that skipper's deuce. In the even ends, you want to score two.
Yeah.
Yeah. down to here.
Which part?
Was
That's
he?
worth
I didn't think
going
he was
for
that
it
up
as well.
either.
Yeah. So
I just
my
think
thought
his-
process here, you've already seen one kind of jam
I
off
think
in the
with his
back corner
release,
when
it just-
Yeah, I was thinking another turn.
yeah, setting the other
I
turn
really
and
wouldn't
leaving
take less
Yeah.
ice
you
than
leave a poke
probably-
open there
That
just
was my
in
thought
case.
too. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, try to use that to your advantage unless you think you're coming this way and you're going to get the overcurl and that's how you get it spit out the other side. But I don't
Yeah.
think we've been seeing anything overcurl to
I think his will curl.
Yeah.
to this
I think
point
his
yet.
No, I don't think you're ever curling out the other side here. I missed the time on this one. Ice has been around 15.
Yeah, I think
Maybe
we're,
even 15-2 to tee, so it's pretty good
Yeah.
speed. At least as a player, I like playing around that 14.5 to 15 level speed. I feel like once you
Yeah.
start getting faster than that,
pretty nice.
I don't know. I got the steel slider and dip toe, so I just get
You like speed?
flying. Yeah, can't throw a draw when it's too fast. Yeah.
14-8.
Well, you know what? They ended up putting this right where
That's, yeah.
right where we're talking anyway. So yeah, they took the turn and
Oh,
got
you're
the
playing
little slight overcurl poke out to the other side.
No.
Chasing this, if you're ever a little heavy, it can jam. So
Yeah, they've had one delicate here, so we'll
Okay,
see
your
if.
last one was probably 11.
So we had the last one. They probably had a little bit of a heavy hack there coming down. So if they can bring this down, they do need a little bit of delicate curl around the center guard to make sure they get it past the red one in the back 12.
No, mine swung pretty good.
I think they're throwing hack here, and I'll
Yeah.
get a time on this. My team, we normally throw 12.5 for hack, so
That's your
we're
that's your
looking
go-to
for
number.
around that time. Yep. Yeah, we got 12.5 for hack, 11.5 for board, 10.5 for control.
Yeah, so it's a little getting it called out a little strong here again, so it's going to make it a little tougher to get the curl off of it.
So, call him bumper weight.
Yeah, he's working this.
I got an 11.7, so that would have been around board weight.
Yeah, just
Just
too
that
hard again.
second heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just that
No, that was a shot.
Just that second, it just kind of delays that
Sure,
break point. Just that little bit
Yep.
around that weight. Yeah.
And if you're
No,
going to get any
that
carve
was
off
the
of it,
shot.
that little
No, 100%.
touch
Yeah.
touch up
That
weight's
was
going
a
to make
shot,
it a little
it's
harder
just-
to get it moving.
Yeah, like we were saying before, it's kind of hard to start the curl
There wasn't really a risk.
if it's too heavy, but you can definitely make it curl if you have the right weight.
Yeah.
Like that
And
shot was.
It's already started breaking, I guess you could say.
No.
I don't know
You
anything.
can hear the the boys are. I think they're discussing that there too. They're having the sound like they're having the same discussion up at the hog line there. That same shot and kind of the same. It was the same miss as the first
Yeah.
one.
That one was, I think I got a second less, second point two less on that shot, and it did curl up, but yeah, it just needed a little bit less. I got a 14.9 on this one coming into the house
Sliding real good.
with, I think, 5 rotations to stop. So, yep, that's good.
Good.
That's that'd be like a 15-second for traditional club curlers.
Yeah. So a little bit of a mistake again that led to another deuce. So it's they've been kind of tossing each other a few points back and forth here.
Yeah.
It's got to listen in on the exchange here.
No, that's good to know.
Hey guys.
Let's
Keep
go.
her
Let's
up,
get two.
guys. Get the
Yeah.
spirits up. We're tied.
Ben.
And we're in even.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's all good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You're in my way. Clubber boy. You're in my way.
Good communication
Yeah.
there by Justice to keep the team positive. That's
That was
Yep.
tough. That was-
one of the huge things in curling is
I couldn't
it's
really
like
call it
is
the
your
whole time,
mindset.
so
You
it's
know,
hard.
The only thing I thought
you got to be
maybe
able to
was like instead we
pull,
tried to
pull through, keep it moving.
I generally use that time
and,
to prep for the next
keep
shot.
it positive.
Yeah.
Justice
you need
is
a
that
glue.
guy.
You need a glue guy on the
Yep,
team.
Yep, he's the glue guy. Justice,
Let's
he's
go,
a pretty
boys.
positive dude. On and off the ice, he's always
My glove's tearing.
super good guy. That whole team, both teams
You got it.
really super good guys off the ice.
Do like the attentiveness to cleaning pass by the team here. That's something.
Yep.
Something I'm a big fan of.
Yeah.
Feels like a lot. 2, 3. Here, Rock. Give it can go.
So we're just seeing a center guard here. Probably we might see Elsenheimer go around here or throw the corner. They could go around because it's the third end. Third end tied, you can go around. If this was the fourth end, yeah, we're seeing the corner.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that'd be good. Fourth corner, you're gonna see Burton go around, and then it's gonna be a decision whether Elsenheimer either goes around his own corner or tries to freeze the center. And that's going to depend on, or hit and roll the center. And that's going to depend on which way Burton comes around his center. Because he threw this one so tight that he's probably going to play the out turn, which might leave half rock open.
Okay.
And that's going to stop Elsenheimer from playing a hit and roll behind his own corner, or the corner and freeze to hit and roll behind his own corner later. And if he does that, I think Elsenheimer's just going to draw straight around his own
18-6.
corner.
Okay.
And then that's going to bring a lot of rocks.
We don't
and
have
play
to,
this
but we
end.
probably should.
Yeah,
I think we have a default out over on sheet 6.
What?
I seen Team Richards from the U of A women's team is just
Taking a rock back.
very extended practice. But I'm just seeing on our line scores we have up on our bit there that they've been given the win, and Team Cook is
Wait's good.
not to be seen.
Heavy.
So we got one game in the books already.
It's a little odd.
Line. Top four.
I know Team Cook here. They've been. I've heard they've been practicing and working,
Got a
and
couple
honing in their skills.
couple people sick.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah. Looks like Team Richards will get a practice over there on sheet 6.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a nice break going into the weekend or going into Sunday.
Yeah, it's not too familiar with the Team Richards there. They're a newer
something
team
Carl
since I
did-
kind of aged out, but U of A, I'm sure they're good. Yeah, everybody's good here. I mean, they got invited for a reason. So,
Well, if we're peeking at the line scores, they're sitting at 4-0 right now, so
so
that says something.
yeah, wasn't quite paying attention. Looks like Burton might have ticked off his own center. So we're gonna see Elsenheimer go around the corner. So by going around the corner, they call this shout out Mickey Pendergast again. They call this corner strategy one in the bank. And one in the bank, this will bring a lot of rocks in play. So you'll see as this game goes on, there's going to be rocks in play. And
That was a
somebody's
fantastic little come around to
gonna
that
score.
corner there.
Good soup, guys.
Somebody's going to score this end.
I knew you'd do that. I knew it. Now, Justice.
Yeah, you got it.
Alright, so you're going to come around his yellow center instead of going. I thought maybe he'd go and try to cap off that one around the corner, just try to take it out of play, but he is electing to try to take control of the forefoot here first.
Yeah, you could,
So this
but
could get-
I like this.
Yeah. We're going to see some rocks in play. This I think will start shaping up to an interesting end.
Yeah. I've noticed just with these teams, their rotations aren't quite as matched as the last team we saw Davies there. Davies, they work on throwing that 5 rotations.
Much more technical and
Much-
precise on
yeah.
the team rotation.
Yeah, I want not necessarily more technical and precise, but just they had their rotations down for sure. Versus I'm seeing just
No,
a
you're
little
doing
bit
all
of
right. We pull up for
difference
weight
here.
or line, and then
rotations are very important when you're throwing.
yeah, you went really close to top 4.
Yeah, that's how you really tell the difference between spots in the ice and especially the rocks, because you're never going to be able to tell the difference.
We
between
got our
the
first
rocks.
free beer for after the game.
Oh, a
Yeah,
hog?
I think.
Oh.
No, I think he had another foot wobble there coming out of the.
Oh. Just a
Little
little
foot wobble.
unfortunate.
Yeah, stayed on his feet though.
Yeah.
You can see I seen a little bit of a jitter there when it
You got it.
first got out of the hack.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah, similar
throwing
down
that foot in. A lot of these teams have changed to that over the last year, especially like me. Before I only brought my foot back to like around
We're down,
the
we're down,
hack,
we're down.
around your heel,
I think you got it.
but because I've been bringing this foot like a lot further back to generate more power, Yeah, like there's a lot of like players out there, including me especially. Like you're just not quite used to it yet.
Yeah, I do a couple. I do a little bit different footwork, kind of when I transition out of anywhere above board.
Yep.
Or board and below, I'll bring my foot forward, set it behind the rock, and then push out and use
Yep.
all leg drive.
Yep.
And when I start getting into the normal weights and upwards, I don't really rely on my leg drive purely, and I'll do I kind of call it the Blake McDonald because it's very pronounced, but my foot kind of comes back and I do a very intentional lift and then
Step in.
step into the shot,
Yeah,
but I don't do it on the lower shots.
Like, I didn't know too much
And-
of this.
But if I
You're
don't do the step over, when I do that, I start trying to bring my foot in, and that's
Yeah,
when
and
it
you
starts.
drift. Yep.
Then it's kind of
Yep.
I'm missing it on the kind of lateral back side to side, whereas a step in, it's just going forward and
Yep.
into it. But
Yep,
certainly
so-
near the start of the year, once in a while,
Yeah,
I get
you-
the odd time there. I'm
Yeah,
going,
like-
which one do I want to do? And I sit
I
down
also
decide, and I kind of
dumped
get myself
living
a
daylights out
a
of
small
it, so
mix-up once in a while.
I'm gonna
but,
try and not do
Yeah,
that.
you figured it out on your own. Yeah, all these teams now, they're bringing that foot back further, and if you, just like you were saying, when you bring that foot in, and you keep it, so if you watch all the top teams now, they keep their foot flat on the ice for a draw, and they bring it only to the hack, line it with their foot.
The left
But
one.
then when they throw their hits, they
deeper.
bring their foot further back, almost like a sprinting position.
Okay.
And yeah, just like you were saying, if you keep your foot
2-3.
on
We
the
saw
ice
your
in that
rocks.
position, you're gonna crazy
Aiden
drift.
through the
Yeah.
guard
But
on the intern.
by lifting your foot, almost like a sprinter, when you lift your foot and place it behind the rock, you're kicking
room on it.
straight out. So if you look at Oliver Burton right here, where his rock position is, it's right behind his foot, and that's what all these teams are doing now. So that way,
Push it.
this is sort of like a new thing with the next gen program
Line's
going
okay,
on
line's
in Canada,
okay.
because here in Canada we've kind of been falling behind in the medals in the worlds and stuff like that. So the next gen program is trying to get some of these teams, U25 teams like me, to just get more training so that we can compete
Charlie,
in
place that
the
better.
Olympics
Holy,
against some of
I
these
am elite.
teams from Asia.
and teams that have a lot of
Yeah.
time to dedicate into the sport.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, we're still a country
don't think
relying
I
on
need
a lot of people that are starting careers
I
and
think I
are
already
trying to
see
make
that
that
back
balance still to
We
still be some of our top teams, right?
So David Murdoch there, he just moved to Oaks, and he's the director of high performance, I believe is his title, for Curling Canada. And so he's running the next gen program for some of the top teams out there. Like you'll see Davies, the last team we watched, they're part of this next gen program. And so all these teams will have a Team Canada
That's
patch.
an unfortunate result there. I thought he threw that
Put a
pretty
third one
nice.
in there.
And all these teams from Team
Yeah.
Canada,
It's too
what the
late to
goal
try and
of they're
rip.
trying to do
Let's just
is
fuck 'em.
they're all trying to start with their rocks in the same positions.
I think
And
it's.
then
I think this is the better result.
By doing
though.
that,
I
when
can
these
miss-
teams get mixed up in the future, or
I think this is the
or
best
say
shot.
when these teams
I just threw it.
win
I'll
a
give you
high
guys
level
like what,
event, when the
8, 9
Curling
feet more.
Canada coaches take over, all
So
of
how-
these
okay, okay.
players are going to be
Okay, and we have.
very familiar with the kind of training that you'd get if you were a Team Canada team. So a lot of these teams you'll see start throwing with this slightly modified rock position, and that just
You're out there. You're out there.
it just helps these teams kind of mold together better, and
Yes.
ideally it's just trying to help get Canada back onto the podium for medals.
Yeah. So what we got going on here? Yellow is piling up the 4 foot here.
Yeah, pressure.
We've had
Absolute fucking pistol.
oh, that's nice. Second free beer after the game. Yeah, we're gonna have to
Some
have a
laser loggers.
yeah. That's we should have maybe noted the PG broadcast, but we're on YouTube. There's no real rules. I'm certainly excited about it.
Yep. Whoa!
It's going to make some contact. Great shot.
That's pretty good. That's good.
Great shot.
Yeah, got everything off the top of the force. You still got your yellows in there, but they're in a less dangerous, certainly in a less dangerous
So
position.
we're forcing him into a cold draw. No. Top rock sticks around, I think. I think it jams on that.
Well, right now, that's pretty. You probably got a close to a nose hit triple on nose.
Do we ever just plug
If
the
you-
hole?
Yeah.
Then we freeze and he gets one. Like, even if they're like,
I like that.
just take away that
And
hole.
if you're heavy, you come in.
Because if we just draw, we leave him the end off quad.
Yeah, he's not wrong about that.
Yeah.
So I don't like the draw
Ben
here.
Keith's there.
I don't like the
Oh,
draw
man.
here.
There's been a few times where I'm like, oh, he won't make that in off against me. And oh, he's made them.
What's the shot here?
One time I played Ben Keith there.
The trouble is
throwing
we're
last for
gonna
Elsenheimer,
overcurl.
And Airdrie made a crazy in off the boards for
'Kay.
like 4. Oh,
So what do you?
See, I
What do we
don't
see the call here? I
I'm
think
straight
I'm
enough to
seeing.
make that.
I think we've seen the tap for the top 4 here.
I think they're just
I
kind
didn't
of
get
plugging
by
the
that
hole.
outside one
here.
by a lot, and I fully buried. Like I think that I just.
I think there's still a little discussion here on
Okay.
what they're all comfortable with. I think, yeah, no, got a committed decision.
Yep.
Wait there.
Great throw. It's gonna be close.
Wait. Go.
We're down.
Top 12. It's all there. Top 8. Top 4.
Coming in, and it's coming in a little deep. Oof. I don't know if that's just the camera angle that we're looking at there. That came to a grinding
I
halt.
do like the freeze better.
It only
though.
had just 4.5.
Just freeze in the
rotation.
pocket. Even if we kill all 3 of these,
Maybe
and
a
they still
little
are the freeze of the.
my team would
Yeah,
do
the
it,
freeze of the blast.
But he'll get
I
more
like
curl
this
on
turn,
ice
no.
for sure, which is good.
Why wouldn't you play this turn?
This is an interesting choice. I think I just
Like you
did
got
hear somebody.
tons of backing.
Yeah, I kind of
Ben?
echo that same sentiment.
Ben,
The intern?
do you hate playing your intern? 'Cause you got tons of things to rub off of,
Oh,
and you got
Oh,
more of a
here we
pocket
are.
to freeze
It's
into.
just, yeah, scratching the back of my head in confusion.
Yeah.
yeah, I kind of agree with this. If you throw the out turn, it's really hard to over curl into that pocket.
I think the ice is good.
If you throw the intern, you're always sticking into. You're always somewhere in front of those
You're
yellows.
following everyone that threw one in here already too.
Yeah,
But
you just got to
you know what?
time.
Made shot's
on
going to be a made shot. I think the tough one about this one is no matter what you do on this side, if
Everything's
you're
good if you
if you're inside the top 4 foot, yellow's
Well,
coming
I
off
don't
their
think
own
we're
and
up.
piling into you as well. So
Back eight.
you're
Back eight.
this is
I don't think we're up, buddy.
No, we're not up.
that
Well,
yellow
this
one
we
being in
have.
the back of the Ford.
Really
While it
hard.
has set up this pocket, I
Really
don't
hard,
know if
guys.
it's really got
Really
given red that
hard.
safety net
Curl,
that
curl, curl. Whoa, whoa, whoa! You're heavy. You're heavy. You're heavy.
Well, we had to get by.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
But the tough part now is you're
You still chase it with the intern if you're yellow here.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I even think at this point maybe if you're yellow you're coming off your own.
Yeah,
It's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, I was saying
can
that. I
throw the
didn't
in
want to say
off.
it on stream though. I don't know if
Yeah.
I really taking up your
Kill some of your
Use it to your
yellows.
advantage here. You could probably fire down and hit those. Try to come in off of. I'd say those 2 yellows. I play the nose hit on the second yellow from the back of the rings. Play that angle, and then you could probably just do a little.
Okay, well.
I know it was a great sound effect to explain what I meant there, but
Even the save shot here is pretty good. You should be forcer. It's really hard to get to if you sit on the nose kind of.
I prefer. You got the
prefer
opportunity
the
to throw a
hit,
little bit of
but
weight.
yeah.
Yeah, I prefer the hit here just
Yeah,
because.
I think you always almost get it out with the hit.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
almost like a funnel there, but
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way he can
everything's
get
good if
that
you make it. You know,
Oh.
just throwing this. Do this pretty well. It's back on that. It's a little heavier. Should be snug in the pocket.
This looks close. They need some curl on this now, don't they?
It's looking pretty good, I think. Can't quite see. Yep, that's good.
Just got it.
Good shot.
Got a 12-9 on that, so I was almost hack weight for.
Yeah, you can still get 2.
I would have almost qualified for hack weight. My team.
What's the chances here? So I'm looking at.
I don't think we have a double, but
No, you'd have to hit it too thin.
Either way, you're hitting that.
Okay.
you have to play not
there was
very much.
no magical quad. I had some minor hopes for a few seconds. I don't know. I don't
No.
think it's.
I think you just.
No, I don't think so.
All right. Well, we do got some chat going on here.
Okay. I don't mind it.
So we'll see what he gets on.
Yeah.
Water break.
Yeah, I see a comment in there. Offer your own yellow. I think that was maybe referring back to the last shot, and
Maybe.
I agree with that one. Mind you, the world's worked out pretty good for them this way too. He made a really good shot to.
Everything's good if you make it.
Yeah. Well, and they're down there too. They certainly seen what they wanted to call and had no issues.
Yep.
No issues making what they call, much like we said earlier.
Yeah. Do a little around the rings here as well. I guess on sheet 1 here we got Whitmire Davies still. Looks like they're tied in the third end, 1-1. We got sheet 3 here. We got McMahon and Lind. And McMahon is up 3-1 on Lind.
Yeah. Do you think red here?
Ice is bored probably.
Yeah.
I think they'll
Do
stop
you,
bump.
you think if red gets up to nose of the one on the button, there's an opportunity to potentially score a deuce here?
Oh, the double?
Yeah, just a little nose hit. All you got to do is spray them out of the. You don't even have to throw this very hard. You just got to spray them out of the forefoot.
I think you're right. I never really looked into that. Yeah. I think you're right. Should be close.
So there goes back to then the danger of on the last shot for yellow is just blast the thing out of there when you got the angles to do it. Save yourself this heartburn, but I don't think they're going to get the curl up here on this one.
Hard to say.
That's one of us.
Make that double. It was a little overburied. I'm not quite sure if it would have curled there.
A little under curl on that. So
Gotta give him less ice.
A little less ice.
common theme.
Adam, you gotta give him less ice.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, rocks are not sharp today. Yeah, we gotta give a little less. You can always ice a little tight and use the sweepers here. I think we got some good sweepers on this sheet, especially. So.
Yeah. So what else we got going on? If we start over on sheet 5 and work our way back, we got a 1-1 game.
Yep, Schiffert and Shannon 1-1 over there.
Yeah.
Two great teams. That's going to be a battle over there. Yeah, we got sheet 4. We got Bowles and Pimentley still, and it's 2-1.
2-1. Hey,
Pimentley.
yeah, I got the pillars in the wrong spot for me to keep track of that scoreboard.
Yep. Team Bowles is 3-0 right now. Super good team. Yep, I've seen them around. I don't think they come to Alberta too often, but
Are they one of the BC teams or Saskatchewan team? BC?
They're BC team.
Okay.
Yeah. I think they're from Victoria, something like that. They're a pretty good team. Yeah. I watched one of their games earlier, and I think they're a very competitive team for sure. They definitely know what they're doing.
Then we got Lyndon McMahon playing third end. Looks like we probably got a couple blanks on the board there so far, or am I just missing a score clock hiding behind the coach? Oh, how about we use this nice little electronic one that's sitting in front of us? Yeah, there's a 3 behind there. Yeah. And back over to sheet 1. They've cruised their way. They're down in the third end right now, and that's a 1-1 game.
Seeing Burton stole one last end there, and we're seeing him throw top button here for his first one in 4.
Well, it's interesting. I seen a little bit of an arm twirl. I'm not sure. Did that mean something?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh! Okay.
Yeah, so
I guess.
they hit this one a little interesting. You might see this is where that delayed corner would come in because they hit this one. Burton's gonna go and hit this one back, and then you might see that delayed corner come up here in this fourth end.
The mythical delayed corner.
Yeah, mythical delayed corner. I don't
Whole new
play
term
it
that I
too
learned
often,
today.
but, there's teams out there that do it.
I've been curling for a long time. I've heard a lot of different things. Delayed corner is not one of them.
Well, you got it.
I don't know. Some people do it, but I've never really tried it out myself, at least.
Well, held on for a roll, but that Yeah.
See, we're getting that delayed corner here. And that just stops Burton from having an opportunity to throw a center.
Okay, guys, just 2.
Okay. Just a 2, so just top of the ATB area here.
Yeah. Let's get it outside the line there, Tidge.
Shout out ATB for sponsoring.
1.
Oh, close.
We're not
close.
at 2.
Room. Tons of room.
2. Curl. 2.
Curl.
1.
Curl.
Got a curl. 1.
Hard curl. Hard curl.
Hard justice. Hard justice. Hard justice.
We got
Okay.
3.5 rotations on this rock here.
Yeah, which is now starting to look like a little slow. Yeah, you got me all hooked on these high rotation stones.
Rotations are very important. Very, very important.
So for
What?
all what, tens of our listeners,
Yeah.
rotation's important.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, if you have a higher rotation, your rock's gonna run very different. I'd say if you're playing on this is 15-second ice right here. And for every extra rotation,
Wait's perfect.
past
go.
4
Line only.
that you have, I'd say adds around 3 feet extra weight.
Good out.
To your rock.
Good
So
out.
if you're throwing, say, 6 rotations, and the rest of your
Do you want to
team
try this, or
throws
you think coming around it's
4 or
best?
5
Come around.
rotations, your rocks will actually go 3,
I don't-
4 feet further than the rest of your
I like
team.
this way.
Okie dokie. Okay, so you guys think the same as?
Hair more. Just to 2 feet.
I'll give you draw the button. Oh, what the? Oh boy.
We're seeing if it's possible to split screen here, but let's see.
A little feedback from the
Oh,
producer.
don't burn it! Don't burn. Oh.
Room.
Feel free to ask questions.
Justice!
in the chat.
Curl!
We don't know a whole lot about curling, but we'll try and
Curl.
answer.
Oh.
Oh, this is a beautiful
Curl!
rock. Watch this one curl.
Hard curl. Wait only.
Oh,
Wait only.
so good.
Yeah, that was a well-managed stone.
Yeah.
Good job. Good suit, Chris.
Great weight.
Yeah. We had him curling for a long time, though. Sorry? Yeah.
Okay, I think they're getting mentioning there just what
I
stone they
actually
threw,
like
so
coming
they
around
might
that
be
turn better.
they might be picking up that
I like that
they
turn
feel
better.
something about that
I knew that was. That's why I like that.
that red stone there.
It's a nice one.
Oh, yeah, now the whole world knows it.
Let's draw around the corner again.
Same path.
Yeah, so maybe we'll watch this one. We'll we should probably see a slightly different same path, but maybe a slightly different reaction
Same
from
weight?
the stone. See if we can pick up on anything here. Probably expecting to do just a slightly less
That's
curl,
good.
maybe
A little bit more.
not fully buried where that one is.
Room. Wait only. Wait only.
So with the
Go!
hammer here, you're seeing
Go, Justice!
Elsenheimer kind of play on
Whoa!
the outside
Whoa!
in, just in case
That's fine.
if it ever under curls on them, they're always kind of playing to the outside
fine.
edge with hammer.
Get to it.
Versus if you ever play inside out, you never
Nice
really
shot.
want to leave too much junk around that ATB area when you don't have hammer. It's kind of your control zone.
Really good pair.
So whether we've seen
Well, I was like,
those
whoa,
two
don't
shots
curl
obviously
that.
ended up about 6
Yeah,
inch,
don't
8 inch difference on each other. Now whether or not it's two stones, if the throws are the same or not,
I would beat
Good
you on
potential.
live TV.
Yeah, so
But
someone's we might transition to a little MMA fight here by the sounds of it. There's potential dissension going on out there.
oh. I'm always game for that. Nothing wrong with throwing.
you're right. Just hit the back. The cross not went up.
What's the weight?
I don't think any time. I presume the two of them here, Burton's, they're brothers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little brotherly love.
They ended up with very different hair
Yeah.
for brothers.
Yeah, they did. Similar curling abilities, though.
That helps.
They both
Yeah.
know how to throw a rock.
Yeah, it's a good throw. Oh, what do we got going on?
That
Yeah,
peels
it's
all
all right on the way
right.
out. Yeah.
No complaints.
Yeah, it's not too. We don't see the flat broom slide as often anymore. Kind of Mark Kennedy style.
Yeah. I
So-
really like it, to be honest. Same with the crutch, to be honest. I don't see too much of that. David Nedoin made it work, so.
Yeah, well, I've been curling. I spent the last 5 or 6 years when I still lived in Shore Park curling with Dave on Thursday nights, and
Yeah,
he did away with the crutch for Thursday nights.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done David's daughter. She'd normally be playing in this event, but when I was playing in juniors, played in the same events as him a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, very good
talked to
team.
David a lot. He's
Yeah.
very smart.
Yeah.
Three?
Yeah,
Line's
great guy,
good. Three.
and probably a team we would have expected to maybe see here as well, but they are also preparing to head off to Finland to go represent Canada at the pre-qualifier for the World Juniors. I think heading off, when I was chatting with Dave the other day,
Covering
I
here.
think I might get a chance to catch up with them next weekend. They're doing some final prep, and then they're gone the weekend after that.
Yes.
So again, out
That's okay.
to that team there as well. Best of luck in
Yeah.
representing Canada and
Gotta be one of the best
This-
female junior teams I've
Should
ever
have pushed
seen
it out at the start.
out there.
What?
yeah, they've been having a good swing of success there for the last year and a half, eh?
Yep.
I was a little busy.
Learned
at the
a
current
lot
moment.
from them. Just technical-wise, stuff that their team does that we've implemented on our team.
That's awesome. You gotta learn from those around you.
Yeah. Not quite sure if this that kind of sweeping technique
Better.
really is quite making it curl at that weight.
No, I did. I don't hit that rock if I set it that bad.
Got a lot of discussions about tightening up the ice.
Yeah.
I think
Seems
we
to
want
be
about
common
top
theme.
8, bud.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of discussion going on about how people feel about where brooms and stuff should be in this game. So a little team communication going on. Yeah.
Slide's good. Slide's really good. Always room. Top 8. Wait only. Go back.
The boys,
This
I think
has
they both had their
got,
heads down a little bit long there, and someone needed
No, we're good.
needed to look up just to do a little bit of sanity check where they think that stone is gliding to.
This rock here had 6 rotations to stop, almost 6.5 to stop. So that
That's
rock
fine.
would have
How's
ran
Ben's bad?
maybe even 6 feet further
Nope.
than
I'm not sure if that rock
some
is
of
I
the
was like,
rest of
whoa,
the
halfway down.
rocks that have been thrown with lower rotation out here.
Yeah,
So
I think that
even
might
though
be
the
the
sweepers, it would have looked like good velocity coming out.
It's
that
been there now,
rock
you
just
can't-
went that
Yeah, I
6
think so
feet
too.
deeper. Just
How much
kept-
weight are you throwing
kinda
here?
kept moving.
No, how much weight? How thin is it to make the double?
That's a pretty thin double.
Yeah, the doubles look
okay.
thin.
Yeah.
You got it.
You could just hit and roll anywhere in front of those red, yellow kind of deal. And
Yeah.
good curl here coming off the
Yes,
center.
yes.
There it goes.
Yes. Whoa, whoa.
Oh, cool. Oh,
Great shot.
Yeah,
Got a 9-8
beautiful.
on this.
Beauty.
very well done.
What do you mean? Yeah, that's exactly what you called.
That was good.
No, you fucking called it. Fuck off.
Oh, that's Pierce 3 and 4.
Well,
I have to get a hotel room in town here tonight. All right, so this is an interesting one. Tighten the broom up just a hair here. I think personally I'd still like to see that just a little bit tighter just to avoid the jam, but
you
you also
almost
might
play
want to.
the other turn.
That's still, yeah. The reality is you probably should play the other turn just to give yourself that out, because we have seen this is the danger play.
Over curl here. So.
Yeah, so let's see what we get for a release here. And
Ben's out turns seem to curl a little more. If you watch his body,
it's kind of a
comes over.
Clean.
Depending on his release, his out turns. A little bit more.
It's nice enough. He threw soft enough weight that he's gonna get that movement first.
He's got a 12-6 on this. Good controllable weight for sweepers.
Sit.
Especially if you got Yacy there on the brush. It's probably one of the best sweepers out there when it comes to junior curlers.
Oh, and that's a great shot, rolling.
I don't think there's a double there.
It's really nice.
Yeah, no, it's good. Split the house here.
Oh, what the?
I know you know it is.
Yeah, well, I think yellow here. They gotta gotta try to get this a little flip under, but also, I think they got room to probably roll at least to a half berry while still maintaining shot rock if they can do this right.
Medium under the corner.
Yeah, even if it's hard to, it's pretty easy to overroll and get a second shot here, though. And even if you, I think if you do roll max for first shot, it curls enough that I think Elsenheimer is always going to be able to chase us.
Yeah.
Inside out, it seems to be curling off the center line. Doesn't seem to quite be curling towards the center line.
Whoa.
This should curl. Once it crosses. There it goes.
That's fine. Good throw.
Puck ready.
I think you've
Just bumper, guys.
Oh, we're asking if the language is really a thing for this Bonspiel. Well, I'm gonna say that probably most of the kids here are over 18, so yeah, is it what we want to be blasting across the internet? Yeah, maybe not, but
We can't
you got some
control them.
yeah, you got some emotional young men out there.
Yeah, I know from experience, at least when you're on the ice, like you're just trying to be a curler. You're not. You didn't quite sign up to be a celebrity with the mic on you. You know, you're just there to throw the rocks.
easy way.
Clean.
I've over the years heard a lot worse.
Girl.
11-2.
Girl.
That's a good shot. Nicely done.
Good throw.
All right, moving into the fourth end break, we have Elsenheimer up 1.
Yep. Close game.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, I know.
Ben's going. Oh yeah. Ben's going to get his water bottle.
What else we got flying around for scores right now? Got
It's like,
we got a little bit more action happening over on sheet 5,
Yeah,
where
Schiffert got a 4-ender over there.
that's a big.
Up and coming team, that one.
Yeah, but that's that certainly helps their scoreboard.
Yeah, 4-ender always helps. Sheet 4, we got 3-2 for bowls over. What? Oh, it's Deskiffert? Deskiffert.
Yeah, we're learning words over here.
Yeah. Either way, pretty good team. And yeah, a lot of closer games tonight than we've kind of seen over the week.
You got coach out here in the curling crocs.
Curling Crocs.
That's an aggressive move.
Oh. How was football?
Super close.
Yeah.
Overtime.
Yeah, that's too bad. It's close.
Take mom home with you.
Okay.
So don't leave the
Oh, we're just
Elsenheimer throwing in the house here.
Calling the house.
You guys, hair tight ice.
Okay.
Just top 4. Gave you a bit at the end. 4!
Little up.
Firm! Line's good. 4, 5,
Go
tight.
for 3.
Always
Needs to go
tight.
for
Go for 3.
2.
So this rock coming in here is still, it's only got around 3 rotations to stop. Let's see when it stops.
Later on that.
It's got 3 rotations to stop versus his
Yeah, let's
third
work.
there was throwing on 6.
I was like, yeah. I'm like,
So
no
it's going to
way.
be
I
a
like
little bit
on good, not
a
that.
difference in curl and speed between
Okay, so
two
yeah,
rocks.
it might be a
Two
smidge
players
slower because they used to
on
a
the same
17
team.
and it did die down a bit.
All right, yeah, seeing a little come around the center here. See what we can do to get this end
Push it out, push it out.
set up.
I think we're heavy. Wait! We're heavy. No, we're not. Line. Back 4!
You know, a little chatter between the sweepers there, and
Line.
about halfway down, I think we finally heard something shouted out to the skip.
What? We've been cutting weight the whole way.
14-6 here.
That's kind of funny. I think they just got down there and asked, "Hey, you gotta tell me the weight."
Just heavy on that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you get a little chatty with your sweeping partner and forget to tell the person who really needs to know. Right,
Do you like this way?
we used to, for a little while there, we called this one the Donnie B3. You slip your first come around back 8. Donnie had a little thing there about how it was indefensible.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you do with it? It's not a horrible move, and you more often than not actually end up scoring a little bit. Just kind of straggles around back there. It forces the other team to kind of play into the back of the rings instead of taking control.
8, 9.
It's not the worst thing in the world.
Whoa!
Especially,
Not what you want to play on purpose all the time, but
Big ad.
especially
8.
throwing around that center guard with hammer.
Go for
Even if you're back
Yeah,
four
10.
like that,
Justice
it
go.
almost tricks that other
Justice
team
go.
into throwing this freeze.
yeah,
And then,
and then it's game on back
yeah,
there.
if you can ever, like, if you get this roll off like this, if you can throw another
No.
one top 4 and get shot, you can start peeling after the 5 rock roll, and
No, roll.
you're on
Soft
your way
deuce.
to a good end if you got hammer here.
Guys. Okay. What would you like to do? Soft deuce. Let's just roll.
Yep, soft deuce. So, yep, they're just going to kind of get in there, peel the center, and
You got it. 15
soft
should be there.
deuce, like they said. They're okay with a blank here. Yeah, having hammer, blank and getting hammer in 6 is still
We're down, we're down,
good
we're
play.
down.
It's really 50-50 whether you
There you
try
go.
and go for
Got a little bit of weight call there in the shot this time.
We're not deep. 4.
around 4 rotations to stop on these rocks from
Slam.
Snyder.
Yeah, we got a titch deep there. I think Red will get an opportunity to freeze here, but I think we're going to get some action around the forefoot here for Hernandez. This will be rather exciting. It's all for the fans. We need to see some late night Saturday night curling action in the forefoot here.
Back 4.
We at least have one fan in the chat for sure, so great to see that.
Great shot
Yeah,
from Cole
really
here.
nice. Yeah, really nice. Yeah, this is more fun.
Just rip.
No,
I don't have any of it. Killy, soft deuce. Let's just rip.
Yep, just like I was saying earlier.
it's probably the smart
I
thing
fi-
to
I
do, but I
figured
love
they'd
to see
feel.
action. I want to see more rocks in that forefoot. I'm here for clutter.
Yeah, I don't know. That's how my skip is. He likes the rocks, but I'm more of a botcher guy myself. I like hitting
You got it.
everything.
You got it. You got it.
My,
That's the right thing to do.
Yeah, my coach would always say if their rocks are in the back of the house, they can't score with them. So. No, there's a million different ways to go about curling. You just got to make your shots, you know. Everything's right if you make your shots. Especially if you watch teams like Kui out there, they call some really high risk stuff, but
yeah, that's just their style.
Shots.
Yeah,
they make their shots and they get big.
Very consistently.
Yeah.
Okay, hearing a few horns from next door here. Look at the hockey rink. This looks like a little bit of a crowd, so kind of wonder what game we got going on. But got everyone rushing out of the stands down to the canteen for what sounds like the intermission. A few stragglers over at the window catching into the curling while they got the opportunity here.
Yeah, but if you miss it like a millimeter, you give them 3.
Some girls next door waving high.
We have 4 rocks. Let's wait for a miss. Okay. Let's do it. Good peel here. You got it.
All right. So we're playing another. I think they're playing the run back this time instead of straight peel. Is that the call? No, this is sweeping like this one. That's going just for a straight peel. I'm sure I missed the call. But interestingly enough, shooter kind of spun off and taken a little bit of a draw path away on the outturn side. So we'll see whether or not that becomes an issue. We certainly seen that last game where any draws that tried to go down that side ran really straight to roughly the same path that Yellowstone's on. So it's that one's certainly an issue if you're needing to draw that way later on in the end.
If that yellow would have rolled same spot other side, it would have been a good angle at possibly a run double or some kind of run. But yeah, at this angle, it always goes red into yellow. It's never really a red double. I don't think. It's kind of hard.
Curl, hard curl. Hard curl.
Girl. Really nice.
Lean over. Another nice guard.
Great sweep from Ben there. Just get that one over in the right spot.
No, I'm trying to say covering here, which is.
I don't look at.
Okay, that's right.
Go or no.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this time we are playing the run back here. I did see the call correctly, playing it straight back.
I know, like, it helps to visualize when you know you just have to split center, right?
I'd rather just.
You literally still have it, Kim.
This one actually, got a bit of an overcurl on that. Not much. I didn't see a lot of panic for sweeping on it either. Just kind of let it go.
Yeah, it might have been just a little tight. Sweeping it, they might have just left another kind of corner guard there. So they might have just let it curl. It's okay.
Well, we've seen a couple back-to-back run backs over here on sheet 1 as well to kind of save a little bit of bacon on
I think we're 3.
from the Whitmer team.
It's more.
So if you look at this rock here by Justice, this one's got more rotation. So this one's 2. This will be the 3rd rotation here coming down. And that's almost what the front end of his team's throwing here. So if you're looking, his rock's just running that little bit further and a little bit straighter than the rest of his team. It's just that 3 feet, but
got his, but nailed the line there again. And another tough run back. And even these run backs coming into the 4-foot. You want to splash some stuff around, but it's still going to be looking pretty decent for red, even once you do make that contact.
Yeah, want to make some contact in the house here. It's a 4-foot at least.
Yeah, you need to make a couple of these. This one's a little wider there, though.
Yeah, straight peel.
That one's a little bit too bad there. You really want to, when you got that tight guard, you want to take advantage of being able to make that run. But
Elsenheimer, they're going to continue to guard, I believe, and just hold on to this 1 point. It's a hard 2 right now for Burton. So.
Like game? Yeah.
So looks like we had a game just finished
Oh,
here
got
over on sheet 5.
One more empty sheet, yeah.
Yeah, we got Deschiffered just finished their game against Shannon. Looks like the final score there.
Stole another 4 there.
Yeah, they stole another 4. That was it.
1.
Line's close.
All right.
Line's good.
Yeah, we heard a 1 right out of the hand here, so
Definitely
got
got
a decent amount of work. But the only unfortunate thing about calling 1 and hitting that work hard is you're in this scenario right now. Is you set it out on a wide line that's going to be
Keep going, keep going.
really hard to get it all the way back to where you want it to get it to.
This is
That's good.
4.5 rotation stop. Good rotation. It's pretty average. Good shot.
We swept it there.
Just rather guard you, Carl, okay?
Yeah, a really nice little tap to almost the button by the Whitmer team next door here on sheet 1. Made a couple of run backs to get some danger off the forefoot, and all of a sudden just
What's your weight here?
tapped one right in there.
Yeah, it's
That's
close
a
game
change of events.
over on sheet 1, and I believe here. Can't quite see the scoreboard. But yeah, it's 2-1 for Davies there on sheet 1. Whitmire's got a hammer and 4.
Are we seeing a play into the rings here now? Probably coming around, taking this opportunity, sees a sliver of this this red one on the side that he can kind of push it back into the kind of the back. Say from this angle, the back right.
Heavy back line!
I think it always leaves a pocket though, so you might leave Elsenheimer this kind of a draw to put one back.
Yeah.
But I guess I mean your other options aren't too great either. So this is a great shot here coming up though. Through perfect weight. I got like a 13-3 on this thing. Perfect weight. Get the curl and the tap.
I guess
pocket?
you could just
Yeah,
freeze
he's got
on
that
back,
pocket. I think
flip
he
up
just
this way.
freezes again. Yeah.
Yeah, you freeze and just don't be light.
Yeah. Just like you said. Freeze and don't be light.
Yeah.
You can throw.
Well,
You can throw it. Hey, you can throw anywhere between board and a draw here. And
what I don't mind here is, you don't want to be light, but I like them being a little more specific about just making that freeze. Because if you do fire this a little bit hard, you might actually, if you float through the curl with a little bit extra weight and say pop that center yellow one out, you might actually open up that double.
Don't
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Throw 5.
Yeah.
No, but
You
it's
never
okay.
want it to hang straight on it
Leave it
here.
on the
Yeah.
backyard.
Ask for a little less ice. You can always be a little tight. We haven't really seen too much over curl on this sheet, so I don't think that's too much of a worry.
I think you gotta go.
Line's good.
Yeah, stay close.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Hard.
This one,
Yeah.
this one really looked like it took off, hey?
Yeah, it did, and it's from my angle. It looks like you guys are holding it, but it's flirting with that high red one.
He had good rotation and a good slide on that one. I don't know if it picked something up.
Just
I
did
That's
just off it a
not
little
good.
too much too early.
don't know. I wonder
Right.
if it,
Well,
it's a little weird.
Couldn't be light there.
it could have turned out.
You had the backing.
That could have turned out
That's right.
worse, but I think yellow has an opportunity to perhaps get a 4
I
with
don't know
that
if
little
that was
tap
quite
out.
the thrower. I don't know what happened on that one. It didn't look like it. Looked like it might have
No.
picked or
Did you hit
something.
the
Yeah,
Honestly,
it wasn't
Hitting
exactly a
one
lot
of
of
the
panic
yellows
out of the
wrong?
hand, was there?
no. He looked like he slid
the
good.
hit on
He
one
had
of the
good
yellows wrong?
rotation. It just
Yeah. Well, let's see
I
what
don't know what
happens.
happened.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. Slight overbury from our angle of the red one, so it's a little bit delicate.
red is shot here. So
But if they kind of get that nice kind of back 8, back 12 weight on this one, they should be able to manage it around that high red one. And
Kinley's been throwing, I think, a little lower rotation, so his rocks he'll get a little bit better curl as well. Than Elsenheimer's team.
there's a sneaky like that to slip the first one back 4. This is a
This one's looking. This one should curl right near the end here. Look at this go.
You think we're getting enough to top that red though?
Oh yeah, it's close.
Is it almost there? Oh.
Really close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think from the overhead it got here.
He had perfect weight there. It's just needed to curl a little bit more. Don't really want to flirt with the guard though.
This is interesting.
No, because you can't get the guard there. 'Cause you
Oh, we got the tighter one. I think the middle yellow for sure is in, and you're gonna be measuring this first yellow in the for that third point. But I think you're sitting 2 here for sure.
Yes.
At this point.
This could be a game-changing end right here. I'm really not sure what happened with Ben's last one there. I thought he threw it really good, looking from behind, and just seemed to take off. Very, very odd.
Some great camera work by Zach over here, getting zoomed in on this measure. Really taking the long way around here.
That one.
Yeah, there's a head in the way. Zach's all his hard work.
Ooh, 2 yellows.
Yeah, plus the additional one. So that's a big 3 score. So that was a fantastic shot by. Oh, now Coach owes me a beer too. I'm raking it in here tonight.
But it worked out. It's good.
Yeah, down 2 here. We might see the double corners coming out of Elsenheimer here. I think from what I've seen of Elsenheimer, I think they like to throw the double split corners. We might see that. I'd maybe just do double stacked in this situation. Down 2. You don't really need to score a 3-end or anything here. Even scoring 2 is a pretty good success.
Yep.
Don't want to
Agreed.
get forced. Forced is not ideal.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Yeah.
Oh, big tap back, but we've seen some interesting action going on in sheet 1 this end.
Yeah.
Lots of run backs, lots of tap backs. Another beautiful tap back by Davies.
Yeah.
Was there one? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was a little loud. That's my bad. I was just so fired up for that shot.
Yeah, I get the official tally. They're gonna owe me more than a 6-pack by the time this is all said and done. You guys can head down and grab me a growler from the brewery downtown.
I'm down. Oh, yeah, 1000%.
This rock here is just a 4 rotation to stop, 14-2 stop. It's 5 rotations. That'd be around a 14-5 to team.
So much stuff.
It's 5 rotations. It's a little heavy on that.
Well, we got a bit of a. What have we got going over in sheet 1? We got a little bit of a run back here. Executed well. It could turn into maybe a 3. I don't think 4 is on the table. You're probably losing one of those reds, but we've seen 3 run backs and 2 tap backs go onto the forfeit here on sheet 1 so far this end. So I have high hopes for this shot.
Just
Yeah.
one.
Matter of about
consider.
6 shots ago, there was 2 or 3 yellow ones hiding behind all that junk, and then all of a sudden there was nothing, and then all of a sudden there was a couple red ones, and then another beautiful tap by Davies here on his last shot to get that yellow onto the pin. Tapped it from way up on that center line. So let's see what we got here.
Yeah, Mark Sawiak here and throwing the rock. He should be pretty close on this one. He's this is kind of his shot.
Well, he's still playing a little softer. He's not throwing not overthrowing that's for sure. This looks tidge wide, unfortunately.
Ooh,
Oh, that could have been
really
sneaky.
lucky.
Yeah.
Did you hit and roll this? Dude? I don't want them to have 2 in the
We're
forefoot.
seeing Burton come in here, just trying to throw a better one top house.
Because then we're going to be
His
running.
corner guard's pretty high, so we might see the double corner,
I like easy
the
though.
double stacked corner.
Yeah.
Long way.
Oh,
You wanna move
looks
some
like we're going to see the double
Yeah.
and roll behind.
That's,
Possible, or the
that's
hit
not
and
a-
roll behind.
That's not a bad move. If you're just looking to chase your deuce around right now, you don't.
Yeah.
you don't
I
need to.
like this turn, Ben.
Down 2, I might consider getting some more rocks in play here, but this is definitely not bad. Everything's good if you make it. So.
This is true. Even if you just plug this nose,
Yeah.
you can work with that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Get a yellow behind the tee line that you want to work with. And
Yep. Hard. Hard.
Colby Ace, he hold.
Yep.
yeah, he's getting close. Getting close to getting that shooter rolling a little, no, maybe a little too far there.
Yeah, that's good. He got it out. Got his rock out to the edge, though. It's a good shot.
That was light.
Yeah, a little bit light at that time, too.
I guess I can sit back down again.
Yeah.
The real excitement's over.
Yeah, you're seeing Burton just hit this open one here.
Which is a little bit interesting now because I think with that little spill in there, this is just a very natural come around. This give that corner back for use there. So
Yeah, Elsenheimer's going to be able to draw around this corner for second, and there's going to be a jam possibility type freeze. Yeah.
Yeah, so-
Two's in play here.
yeah, definitely.
Rocks and back eights, the top 4.
What are we thinking on the clock here going wide? 15?
Oh, yeah, I think it might be a little faster out to the wing.
Mine's good.
See, this is not quite the same rotation, right? Like
Mine's
that's
good.
that's just a more traditional toss there.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
He's got like 4 rotations to
Yep.
stop.
Mine's really good.
That's 3.
Full 8, guys.
So
Full 8.
beautiful rock. 4-8 here coming in.
On, it's okay.
And 4 rotations
nice.
to stop. 4-8. Perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
really nice. Well done.
Great shot.
I like seeing a good freeze.
Yeah.
Peel, we got a
Seems
lot
that
of time.
Elsenheimer, they're managing that like 4 rotations pretty well. And then anytime it's a little bit off of that, you're just getting that little discrepancy.
You got it.
Yep, so you're just gonna see a straight peel here.
Yep. Yeah, Burton's just going to play this nice and clean. They want to try and get the force here, so.
Clean.
Shot.
Yeah. That's my
At a 7-4.
dreaded inside-out peel that I'm
Yeah.
fully incapable of performing myself, but
Yeah.
I might
Yeah.
become inspired after watching some of the fellows out here.
I think we're seeing the corner guard come up. They're just going to. It's a little early to start throwing rocks in the house, so Ian just keep throwing that corner guard and let them peel before you start trying to freeze
Yep.
to other rocks.
Yep.
Hard curl.
Sarah's got some low.
Hard curl. Hard bend. Hard curl. Whoa.
It's pretty good. Good shot.
It's good.
Yep. Take that all day.
Good shot. Yeah, just gonna see the peel from Burton. Right now, it's really hard to kind of get rid of that red, just in like the spot it's in.
Yeah, it's got a pretty natural jam straight across into the other yellow too, eh?
Yeah. So if Elsenheimer's just gonna try and do some more of that here in a couple rocks, I'll just let Burton peel their corner. They'll throw up another corner maybe here, and yeah, they're just looking to see how many rocks they got. And then once it hits maybe thirds last, they'll start going in, making play. This is more of a cleaner way of playing the game. Way I prefer.
Think. Whoa.
3 foot more.
Mine's good. 2.
2 really coming down.
1. Curl. Curl. 2.
Yeah, this is looking all right.
Mine's good.
Anything sort of in front of you is probably decent enough at this point.
Whoa!
Okay, good shot.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, now you're gonna have to look at plugging this off. This is probably the right call here now. I think even if your line's coming in right and you can get even just get a bit of a bounce, you can push that yellow one off the back. If you can unlock it even by get 3 inches of unlock on that, then anything that comes in with weight later on will spill off and go underneath the other yellow. So small, any bump here is going to be beneficial to Team Yellow.
You could still peel here if you wanted, but yeah, this is pretty good too. It'll definitely curl here. We've seen lots right around this point where it is. It starts really curling. So this thing should finish pretty well.
It's looking a little hot.
13-7, yeah, just a little bit hot. That really came down.
I think the weight. Well, considering I just said I wanted to tap, it's probably the right weight for it, but they just didn't get the curl over to the contact point they needed.
Might have timed that wrong. I haven't seen that.
Had to curl down to that. I don't know why we stopped. I don't know why you called.
Yeah.
Opportunity for Red here to maybe smoke this one out and maybe
Quick double
actually
to 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then naturally you should be sitting a little bit lower than your red one over on the side there, so you got yourself set up for your
Make a
hopefully
good,
straightforward deuce, but I've eaten my words before.
If they make this double here and Burton never rolls out hitting the open one, then you can draw around the corner and set up for 3.
Girl!
3 is in play right now.
Yeah, this is interesting. They certainly
That's fine.
That's good.
Yeah, it's a
That's
good
good.
roll. They certainly didn't play that shot for the double. That
No.
they
Play for
they,
hit and roll.
they called it for the hit and roll. So that was
It's
interesting.
still fine though. Hit and roll's pretty good. You'd still have, it's still pretty good call.
I didn't mind that for the double just because, like, with the hit and roll,
Yeah.
even if you sit frozen on it, you might be sitting high enough that you can actually come off hard and go into the side of the other red one. Or if you play the double, you're going to be about a 6 inch to maybe a full rock lower, and you want to be that one a little lower back in the center to you'll never get back over to be able to attack that red one behind the corner.
Yeah.
So it's interesting choice just in terms of where you might leave that red. And
This is only like a couple noses away from giving that double away in the corner. Yeah, because if they nose this and Elsenheimer noses back, then there is a red double. Possibly. Can't quite see from here, but always want to be thinking. Who knows? Shot.
Yeah.
Left quite the pocket here. You might see Elsenheimer do some kind of draw.
Yeah, I'm thinking right now you want to make that double and sit 2.
Little down.
Yeah.
Good throw.
Yeah, you want.
I'm trying this thing. Like. No. Fuck.
Wait, do you like? Yes, I was gonna say easier medium. Okay. You like this?
Oh, I almost got another beer
Over
there.
here more, Ben.
That was close.
This is good then.
I'm gonna claim it.
Yeah.
Zach, mark that one down.
Yeah.
Ben, are we playing the double? Okay.
Looks like
I think if we cross the threshold or I think if we get one more, I'm gonna bump myself up into some sort of premium beer request out of this.
Yeah, no kidding.
This is the best swear jar going.
Yeah, gonna have to get you the good stuff.
You got it.
Calling for around the horn shot.
A little bit.
Yeah, you could. You don't need to though. That's the thing is. I'd love to see an around the horn shot though. It's a lot of fun to see some granite move, but you just need to make this simple double here in the back and specifically just keep yourself away from any danger of setting up doubles on the red ones.
Speaking of around the horn shots, I believe Team Elsenheimer here actually, I believe it was them, just posted on their Instagram.
Yeah, what was the goal?
Like some of their top shots over the year, and they actually had
Okay,
a
nice try.
pretty crazy around the horn shot, if I remember
Did he want
correctly.
medium, though?
I saw the other day. I think it's Team Elsenheimer.
It's okay.
We got a better highlight reel than we got going on this year.
That's the thing
Well-
about all these being on camera now.
Yeah, true. Yeah, everyone is. Probably got some parents upstairs streaming games when nothing's on around. Like I took a stroll up between games upstairs, and there's cameras and suction cups and mounts, and
Yeah.
Just make the,
Yeah.
there's a lot of,
Make
and
the
there's a
double.
couple very professional-looking hardware setups up there.
Yeah, this Team Burton here, I mean,
leaves us a
if it
double.
weren't for us, they probably have a just as professional stream as we have right now going on.
Kinley's got to stick in the 8 foot. If he does,
Yeah, so a little bit of interesting discussion here. Like red is giving yellow an opportunity here to
Yeah.
get off the hook a little bit.
So like a good
Kind of rolling
three-quarter
that thing
time.
off the wrong way, not getting that double.
Yeah.
But they don't really have anywhere to roll here right now that might not give it back. Maybe if they flip back towards center of one full stone, that might make the double a little bit too steep. Yeah, our one chat friend, you might that if you get that steep double, you might actually see the little round the horn. You might need the round the horn to catch the shooter coming off a thin double off the top of the low yellow one, but we will see. Even a nose hit here is a pretty steep, somewhat steep double, but I think I'd like to see a flip in here by a couple of inches.
Oh, lost the top of the broom
Cap,
head
yeah.
there. Broom cap. 12, 10, 2 on that.
Yeah, it's really just it's a little strong. Yeah.
Nose for 2 here, I think.
Yeah, that little flip out just gonna open this up in the back here. So
Yeah. This 2 is huge right now in the 6th end. You get this 2.
Yeah.
Force would have been not ideal. Yeah, this
but all pretty key with getting that freeze coming around that corner. I didn't hear the weight call. Oh, listen in here.
you were about easy.
I'm hoping to see a little bit more of a hack up.
Yeah, you can
Easy.
afford to be a little light
I know
on
you do.
this ice, I think. You don't have to throw it too hard.
I think I could be comfortable with board here.
Especially with Colby, his inside sweeper here. He can definitely hold it straight.
Strong fellow, eh?
Yeah.
Girl, easy. Girl, actually bump.
Oh, that's starting to move already.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of curl here, so
Yeah, now they're going to panic the other way. This looks well under control.
Straight.
yeah, I don't think he can roll out here.
It's pretty good. I see the shot. Deuce gets it tied back up.
Yep,
2 ends
that's-
to go.
11-3 on that, so that would have been good board weight for my team. It's tied game after 6.
Yeah.
It's pretty close to 50-50 here. Win percentage wise.
Good job, boys.
Close game.
That's forced. Do what we did in 5.
I like your guard.
Exactly.
Not
Let's do it. Yeah.
Guard. Glenn does it the best out of all you guys. Glenn does the handshake the best. No problem, Glenn.
I like the team
Just
handshake
second
there.
class.
Yeah.
We used to do the little. Keep the boys on the toes. Keep them on their toes.
I think we're going to see double centers out of Elsenheimer this end here.
Gonna go get a little aggressive here.
Yeah. You really want to force or steal this end here if you're Elsenheimer. Giving up 2, not ideal. A blank, also not ideal here.
All right, guys.
Force or
Force to score.
Yeah, force to score here if you're Elsenheimer.
Ooh, it's on.
A lot of hand signals going over on sheet 1.
Oh.
This looked like a wounded pigeon.
My friend. My friend. I love you.
They're getting made, boss.
Morph.
So this is at
We're
just
going.
going around the center here.
Yeah,
So
they can't afford to crash. Okay, yeah, they're probably a bit there.
yeah, so
I was talking to Mike on the first game. He's talking about the no-tick rule. I think it's just the anti-crash rule.
yeah,
That's
I don't think it changes much, to be honest.
no, it's just leads get especially when you got a little straighter ice. Leads get a little bit nervous on those come-arounds because they can't play them tight.
Yeah, I think my leads maybe crashed on maybe 1 or 2 this whole season.
It's pretty
So,
good.
I mean, it hasn't really came to affect us at all.
Yeah, when you're good, you're good.
Yeah, yeah, lead's pretty good. So.
Need a good lead. Someone just goes in there, does
Yeah.
it with their eyes closed.
Yeah, pretty underrated. Yeah. Okay, they're going for the freeze around the center here. This one's also really taken
Yeah,
off. Similar to
so
Ben's. I don't know.
Yeah, and
Wonder
if you got a
there's
spot.
A spot, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that very similar to Ben's.
Yeah. Like near identical, right?
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, it's I haven't really seen that before in the other games.
That's really hard.
No, we haven't really seen any
This game for
spots or pass getting bad or anything.
No, yeah, but this game
Yeah.
that intern it seems to be hooking a little extra,
It's just,
hard
yeah, we can't get it wide now.
going away.
I like this draw.
Oh, let's hear one more. Oh. Boys are gonna owe me a beer subscription by the time
wait,
this
maybe
game's
a
over.
little more.
Yeah,
There's
if
a
he's
fel-
old
there's a
enough
couple
to
more
buy
out there.
beer,
This time
eh?
go slower.
Oh,
If
we're
he's old enough to buy beer. Oh, you are? Oh, shoot.
I'm 20, bud.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Look at you.
Some rounds after this.
We're elderly, hey?
careful here. You guys are all 20 years younger than me.
Yeah.
I'll buy it.
Wait, good. Gee.
Yeah, well, anyway, let's talk one more there into the swear jar collection. Get anyone from the chat here. I'm going to need help drinking all this by the time the game's over. If anyone wants to swing down to the Okotoks Curling Club, we got a solid 10 beers on the tab here so far. So I'm going to need to make some friends.
Yeah.
I got a volunteer in the house. Oh, we're at 5 and 2. Okay, all right, we're only at 7.
Got a bit of a beer tally going.
Yeah.
Another slash.
I think that Zach's underestimated, but he's being fair to the young guys.
Bump.
Okay, just bumper weight here. I think we're just playing like a board weights, kind of hit and roll under the corner.
Whoa.
Seen some rocks hook here, so
Hard.
be interesting to see if this does the same in this kind of area.
Yup.
Yeah,
Seems
kind
to
of.
be doing the same.
Yeah, kind of ran off there. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, an
I
interesting observation.
think it's it must be just like a little path in the ice, maybe, because we've seen a bunch of different rocks do the same thing in that spot. So
The hell? What happened to that?
oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, same question.
I thought I threw that good.
I thought he threw it good too. I had a good time. It might even
Yeah.
been a little heavy. Looked like he threw it good from back here. So.
Yeah, so it's 2 draws and a hit, kind of
Yeah, yeah,
similar
that was-
spot. I know the draws were just a titch wider,
yeah.
wider
Yeah.
line, but
I got a 3. Shit. Boys, what was his time on the last one? Okay. Less than you.
just keeping a little eye on the brothers' shoe situation here. It looks like
Yeah.
they just switched the shoe.
Yeah, what's a
They got one wearing a
game on Team Burton here?
yeah. They got one's wearing a left-footed red shoe. The other one's wearing a right-footed red shoe.
Yeah.
It's an interesting ploy.
I think I'm less effective if I swim anyways.
Yeah, Yale's got a couple piled behind this corner, stacked up, sitting above the 4-foot line. That's a pretty good line up there right now.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, red needs to red needs to clean some stuff up here.
Yeah. It's just hitting that kind of crashing on their center guard earlier is really hurting them because it kind of set up a corner for Burton to get behind.
Right there?
Yeah. Tough
Now
break.
it's you don't really want to be peeling your own rocks.
No, I think you might.
That pullback was fucking like this, like.
Oh, just one more.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you almost got to do some kind of draw or some kind of guard here.
And then I was like,
Zach's so focused over there. He missed a.
that was what you can't say that.
Yeah, you really want to force your steal here and open it up like this.
Yeah,
It
like
brings in that blank or two. I don't think you ever.
I like the nose hit. Just play the run here. Put it back. Give yourself a chance maybe to pop and roll behind the guard somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
there's another
if
one.
they straight peel this, you might see Burton just rip that red corner, and Burton's going to be totally okay with either getting two or the blank here.
Oh, I want the other corners.
Rolled for a center,
Yeah,
close to the
guess.
center, so that's not bad. You're still going to see Burton, yeah, they're looking at
Yeah,
this
I don't
double
hate it.
peel. Yep, they're just going to double peel because
Well,
they
we can
get
roll
this
back
getting
for
two
our
or
own
the
corner.
blank. They'd almost rather the blank than getting two even, honestly.
Hey, go.
Right. I think you just got to ask whether to put one in the house, but I think that's inviting danger,
Yeah.
especially with those staggered reds. You don't want to run any risk of.
Yeah, no. If there's no guards.
I don't like the guard.
Yeah, no.
Because their
thank
guards
you.
are staggered. We leave those too long, we might get fucked.
As much as those.
What?
Yeah. Aiden Schneider's gonna whoop his teammate there.
Oh
for,
no, there's been 3 this end, Zach.
bonus.
You got to bump that. That's up to 10 there now.
Yeah, I kind of agree though. You don't really want to throw a guard and play. That's only gonna help Elsenheimer with that force steal situation.
No, this is the right call here.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I'm going to be heading home with a flat of beer here by the time this is all said and done.
Yeah.
This is really turning out really well for me.
Yeah.
Getting
Yeah.
just outside nose.
Elsenheimer, they're going to.
they're permanently muted.
Elsenheimer is going to hit this one here. It's okay. There's not too much you can really do right now. You're almost just trying again the next end here.
Ooh, that was.
Not quite sure what Elsenheimer's force efficiency / like steal efficiency is, but assuming it's around that like 20% mark, they're just going for the blank here and trying to go for that steal in the 8th end.
Let's do it, boys. Around the nose. Yes.
I got the pre-mute in there. I like it. You know what's coming.
Yeah, 10-5 on this one. Good weight.
Hint roll.
Make the double, Adam. I like peel.
Bunch of hockey guys watching the curling here.
Yeah.
Fascinated by rocks on ice.
Yeah, as they should be.
Right?
You know, I played
Same way,
I
just
found
do
myself
it.
when I started, sitting around like when I was getting into my mid-30s and stuff. A lot more of our beer leagues and stuff up in Shore Park guys would kind of retire out from hockey and come to curling and find out that they absolutely loved it. Quite often they enjoyed the strategy. They enjoyed. Well, the ice times were a little bit nicer because usually they get thrown on at 11 o'clock at night. But yeah, folks kind of like the change, and it allows people to still be competitive in a sport.
That's why
going
I liked
into
it that way.
Yeah, my
all
friends,
day, so.
my friends are working the pipeline.
So I didn't want to be playing
They were-
into a thing.
We just got
Playing into
2 days off here, so
He just
brought
threw
them
that
over
same
this
thing,
afternoon to watch some curling. So they're kind
Take it
of
to tea.
checking that out for the first time.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I've had some. Actually, it's been interesting couple of months. Spent a little bit of time in India working recently, and then I've subsequently had some of those coworkers have been over in town in the last couple of months, and one of them was over during the 016, and this from the time that we're over there, and we were all talking about cricket is their big thing, of course, and so we're talking sports and that, and they started showing them curling on YouTube naturally because we have a few games and stuff that are floating around, and they really enjoyed kind of getting into it, going what's going on. So yeah, actually had a couple of the coworkers managed to get out and come have a look at the sport in person at the rink, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's good.
They rather enjoyed themselves there. And
No, I don't like that much.
That's why I said just knows it.
I don't mind
Same
those
bloody
either.
thing.
Okay. Bumper.
11-5.
Throw bumper.
He likes that one.
He's throwing it good.
did we get to the point that yellow one's out of the rings? Yeah. All right. Well, this has been a.
So,
Yeah. Certainly not the ideal scenario for Elsenheimer that this is heading towards a blank, but it's looking significantly better than it did before they went and kind of tried running that corner in a few shots back. So, yeah, pick your poison. Do you risk giving up 3, or you're okay with the blank? And I think at this point they got themselves back into something safe, and they can go a little harder next end for a steal.
yeah, it all depends.
Dodged a bullet, as one would say.
11-5. Easy. Easy.
So it said board and called 11-5, go up. So I'm assuming 11-5 is their board, same as my team. So also got time. We got an 11-3, so this would be good weight. Yeah, perfect.
All good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. 11. 11-0.
Just stay on nose. Let's do it. Okay.
This is super nice of them to clean the rocks for him. That's
Yeah.
it's not something to see
Yeah.
too often.
Yeah, Kinley here, he doesn't clean his own rocks. So I was talking about that earlier. Yeah, I don't know. It's always no CD thing. I always have to clean my own. But yeah.
10.
So they called 10 out of his hand.
Yeah.
So that would be like a control weight. Let's see what kind of time I get. Got a 10-2. So that's pretty good.
Good shot. Tighten the broom up a little bit. The boys are listening to the pregame prep talk. They're
Yeah.
very clear to the crowd here that I didn't want to see any carving of
Why?
Yeah.
normal weight shots
You wanna
coming
get
down the ice.
Yeah.
Tied in 7.
Yeah. Too much of that going.
Okay.
Yeah, one funny thing I love to joke about when watching TV is whenever you see people, it's heavy and they sweep it for curl, you know? It's like, I don't know. It's always funny.
I got yelled at on Wednesday nights to carve a peel once in a while. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's going. You know what? I don't think you realize how little I'm actually
Yeah.
even putting weight on that broom while I'm out there. I'm just trying to stay on my feet at
Yeah.
that point.
You're just trying to catch up to it and
Yeah,
look like you're doing something.
it's just a lot. It's a lot of show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a lot about that. This one running pretty straight here. Once it crosses that center right there, it should curl.
Big roll. Whoa.
Oh, it's interesting. Oh, popped out
Yeah.
just enough. Oh, that was close. Yeah, just managed that roll a slight bit different, and you've actually maybe got yourself into that force scenario you were looking for. That was,
Seemed to just jump on him a little as it crossed the center line.
yeah, that was a little bit of danger of
Oh shit.
Burton's first one rolling it back to center the way he did. As you start
Yeah.
bringing that into play, they really
Yeah.
needed to kind of get that nose on there to kind of secure that. But
Yeah. He could have.
I don't know.
He could have left it way open and secured that blank for sure.
Yeah,
Made
but-
it a lot harder to roll.
But that being said, life is all right now. They got
Yeah.
can't really afford to. Well, they have to
Yeah.
peel it on the outside here naturally.
Yeah. Blank's good here with hammer in the in the last end with hammer. It's a good place to be.
I thought this was a little tight out of the hand.
It seems to be curling kind of in the spot area
Yeah.
too. So
I don't.
Not even close.
well,
I don't think that had much of a chance out of the hand. That's a great roll because the other thing I was saying, yeah, you had to hit that on the outside for your peel, but it certainly took away any sort of tight miss. You didn't have that opportunity, so it still wasn't a.
It's a 2.
yeah.
Wasn't everything there.
So this
So-
game will be pretty 50-50 coming home
Yeah.
here. And,
Oh, Elsenheimer is probably looking at the blank anyway and going,
Yep.
okay, I'd steal one next end. Now they kind of have a little bit of grace in there that they can
Yeah.
Corner?
maybe have a little bit of a force. And
yeah, getting that blank there, Burton would have had closer to like around 80%, 75-80% win percentage versus giving up that steal here. They're closer to around 60. So although they're down 1 with hammer, they still have the. It's really close to 50-50, about as close as 50-50 as you can get. But Burton with the last rock, even though they're down 1, they still.
depth.
Yeah.
Over on sheet 3, McMahon and Lind all tied up at 4, playing 6.
Yeah.
Tight game. We got sheet 4. We got a game that's sitting at 5-4 right now, so another tight one.
Yeah.
And then,
7-10 there.
yeah,
Oh,
naturally
I hate
5.
you so much. Okay.
I like that banter.
3.
Yeah, sheet 5 and 6 are open for practice.
Tight 3.
Whoa.
On the ATB sign.
No, we're lower.
No. See, it's on the ATB sign. Yes, it is. It's touching it.
Yeah. Counts.
That counts.
I thought he.
Oh, that's a great setup shot for trying to initiate maybe your force or your steal of 1.
You're
This last
lucky.
end.
I'm lucky I'm self-aware.
Yeah.
Yeah, last end here, Elsenheimer, they're going to be throwing the double centers here, so nice and tight's good. You're going to see a higher center probably come out. Burton's going to go around the center, similar to the defense they've been playing all this game, going around the center with hammer. It's been working pretty well for them. So, I mean,
Sweet
line.
slid in the rings.
I've always been just that foot heavy on this first one, though.
We're back 4. Back 8.
Yeah, if
Skate. I got 14.
you know what, this little back one's usually setting up a multiple
How's that?
score. So
Yeah,
let's
That
just
was a
see what that.
14.
yeah.
The last time they did that, they had a shot for 4 and took
Yeah.
3 of
You're good.
3 of those points. So
Yeah, throwing it back 4 almost tricks Elsenheimer into throwing a freeze here. When I almost think you need to throw a double center,
I got 14.
because up 1 without, you're not in
Think
that
we're close.
safe of a position to be. You
Team.
still need to be
Like
trying
that.
for a steal
Good
here.
luck.
yeah, this needs to be above the tee line. So
Anything, guys. Hard goal.
When you throw really hard. What happens? Shot.
It's a little interesting. So you'll see Burton just kind of playing this 4-foot zone until he can peel. But if Elsenheimer's not shot here once his 5 rock rolls up, you'll see Burton peel the center, and then it's going to be very hard for Elsenheimer to throw a center guard onto second or third shot rock if he is second or third.
yeah, you see where the shooter kicks around. If I don't see the peel happening if yellow's only sitting 1, but
Yeah, I'm thinking in a couple rocks here we're going to see that. Great shot from Burton, just getting that off the 4. Great shot. Really good. Yeah.
yeah, very nice.
See, Elsenheimer, they're kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give him a flip back in the center.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Sorry,
gonna
Adam, it's okay.
roll, and you might see the peel here, right? Is it 5 rock? I can't.
You got to score deuce here though, so I don't think your peel's.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
peel's
guess
not.
you're right.
Yeah, but
Peel's not really setting anything up for you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I just play front end, so. Yeah.
let go.
Alright. Yeah, cooking this a lot early, so you got to watch this for getting the line held out there. But he's making some aggressive movement there. We did see one coming down this way earlier in the game that did pop out the other side of a center. That's the one that never really set up a little jam. But well, that's a great shot. Kept it just a hair higher than the other one and buried this. That's pretty good. You might see Elsenheimer maybe having to consider playing the run back, or you might consider actually coming in off of the outside yellow and maybe save that run back for a shot later where you don't use it if you don't need it yet.
Don't dump the living daylights out of it.
Yeah.
What he just said.
Yeah.
I was trying to find a plate way of saying what I witnessed the shot before, but he did it for me.
Easy. Yep.
Whoa.
Well then. Go. Go.
Got a 9 on this.
Hard roll. Hard
Pretty
roll.
good shot. Yeah.
That's good.
Good position.
Good way call, guys. Justice. Good call.
Good call, Justice.
Yeah, it's flip and roll away. So I think
Yeah.
I think Burton just plays this game a little bit. Just keep putting it back to the outside, and
It's gonna be a clean last end here, I think. Yeah, not too much is really curled in this spot, I don't think here. So
I haven't seen much
I
here.
got a
So
10-3 on this one.
yeah, it's going to be a tidge wide there.
Kinley, we're trying to call. Okay, we're not trying to screw.
Yeah, so I think right now you probably play your run back here now. You kind of have to. You don't really have too much of a choice. It's tight.
It's tough right now. You can make a really.
I don't like much weight.
Shoot. Yeah, it's tough.
I don't like that much weight.
Only problem is if you ever play that run and just peel your center, you are in trouble.
You're in trouble if you don't either.
Medium.
Yeah.
Like, what are you getting into? This is your first stone?
Yeah.
You got it, bud.
They can
I
make.
think they have to. I think they have to do this.
Really good here too.
Yeah, you lose that yellow one off here, and you're into the force scenario. So.
Yeah.
The other thing too with that, even if you end up just straight peeling it, that yellow one's in such a place where do you put another yellow in the rings that there's no double, and it's a little bit tough to do. This looks really close. You're getting the movement back up to it.
Good.
Shot.
The dead stuff there is fantastic.
Yeah. Half rock open too, so you can never draw like back four or anything crazy.
No, that was great execution on that. We're seeing him looking for a little bit of a tap back here.
Yeah.
It was mid.
Let's get the jam possibilities in there.
I love it.
I think what you're kind of looking at here is you're probably trying to push this a little bit behind, get it down behind the tee line. Your shooter's probably rolling away. It's going to be nose hit, maybe roll back to center. What you're hoping is that the one that gets pushed into the back four is available for a freeze on your next one, and maybe give yourself that opportunity for that deuce that way.
Yeah, this one's running pretty straight here.
Yeah, lots of rotation on this, so it's kind of.
Yeah, it's got quite a bit more rotation than the team's shots we saw earlier. The lead had closer to like 3, maybe 4. That was closer to 6. Yeah, so definitely run straighter.
Can you roll out?
and faster.
You can just kill it
I
and
was
roll
thinking
out.
about guarding.
That's okay too. I really don't want to leave too.
Can he play in off the yellow at all?
No, I think it's too low
They can't. Not
for
unless we hit it.
shots, but
Yeah,
This is lower than this is.
sitting the other one.
I like the guard.
It's biting button.
Yeah, guard it then.
I like the guard.
Okay, going all in on this.
yeah, I don't mind the guard here.
Make
Yeah.
yellow throw a double peel.
Yeah, and then I think they just keep guard. But then the two's kind of in play, unless they decide to hit that yellow later, but which you might see them do, kind of a preference.
Should only be about.
I don't know. We'll see what they want. See if they want to try and either win it here, or if they're gonna try and win it in the extra end with the hammer. Elsenheimer.
I think now this is your move to try to win it right now, because you got
Yeah.
you got your winning point sitting on
Yeah, looks like they're going
sitting
for
in a
it.
pretty
yeah.
buried spot there.
Yeah.
Just got to protect it for a couple more shots.
No. 3,
3 up.
Don't see any super danger to yellow
3, 4.
setting up a deuce at this point.
3. Straight. 3.
It's a little heavy.
Yeah,
3, 4.
I think this was a guard.
We're there.
I think it was intended to be.
Oh man, this is gonna be good though.
Yeah, they,
15-1. Oh man.
they made that better than their call.
Yeah.
Good judge.
Yeah.
That
that's
turned
pretty
out
good.
pretty
Forward
unreal.
weight call on my part.
That was like
It was closer
Could be
than
a
Ben
game-winning
was.
shot right there.
It's a little tougher now, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta consider playing a run back and just trying to get your score one in
well, they can't.
right
You're
now.
buying a lot of rounds, my
Yeah.
friend.
You could make a good run here and get those rocks in the 4-foot moving and roll for a corner
Good call.
Wow.
at the
I don't know if they are
outturn.
alcoholics, but after the time you're done buying them stuff, you
Yeah.
I think they caught on that they owe me a lot of beer out there.
Yeah.
just hit the open yellow. I think you hit the open yellow now. I don't think you guard again.
Hard to get at.
If they get rid of one of those red ones, you just hit the other one. Just get the force.
Yeah.
Yeah, well thought out there by
Yeah. So
the Elsenheimer crew there. Is
they're thinking of going for the win in the extra end there. Then yeah, they're thinking they can get the force here and
One of them though.
use the hammer to score one tied. This is going to be pretty good here. Yeah,
Get all 3.
that's a really good shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
coach is pumped.
Yeah. Coach is pumped. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That's
I don't like the hit and roll.
this is now. That's a fantastic
Make him
shot.
make this roll.
Yeah, so right now
They needed
that's changed things up
We're
quite a
still
bit here.
chilling.
So.
Two great ones right now.
But you're certainly set up right now as red for, or sorry, as yellow. You still have the opportunity now set up for a win
Yeah.
because you can't. Yeah, red can't roll inside off of this. So now you got that.
Hitting
Bumper?
this here with those reds kind of just biting. I don't think. I think the force
Bumper, yeah.
is definitely in play here. It's a little hard to get to.
Oh, I think you're coming around.
Yeah.
So you're rolling your shooter out,
Yeah.
and yellow's going to come back in and plant one top
Yeah,
4
draw
foot behind that guard.
Yeah.
And you got to make a choice on what you do. And you're actually
Probably.
there's
the
probably a pretty
short
decent
run.
chance that yellow's going to have a shot for 2 now.
Yeah. Ever missed a short run? It's for 2. Yeah.
Oh, it's missed a short run is ball game. So yeah, interesting turn of events. Great, fantastic shot getting everything sprayed out of the. Specifically, just getting it all off the 4 foot there.
Easy down. Easy down.
11-6 on this.
Yeah, you know what? Nice, decently nice controlled weight there. Probably would have been ideal to try to stick the nose, but he certainly threw the right weight there to give that a stab.
Gonna see Burton just try and draw around here and
Yeah, so
make Elsenheimer throw the short run double.
so we've seen some nice movement coming off this side. This
Yeah.
looks like I'm gonna say for my comfort zone, looks like pretty tight ice given what we've been seeing, but I'm not gonna judge releases that I haven't really paid attention to yet either.
We have to? Okay.
Does look like a little tight ice, but I think,
Visor.
I think it'll be good. I don't think you can ice too tight this weekend.
Like he's gonna make
Can ice a little wide though, for sure.
What do we think we're looking for speed here? 15 to the top 4?
Yeah, like maybe even a 14.5 with a bit lower rotation like this one coming down. It's only got about 3 rotations to stop, so it's going to be about 3 feet slower rock here.
That took a long time to get his break point there, so it's looking a little cooking.
Yeah, I got a 13.6 on this one, so yeah.
Well, tables have turned once again.
For sure.
Yeah, now Red has a great opportunity here to set up the set up a force to a steal even.
Yeah, if they ever, they're shot 1 right now, so if they, as long as they get one in here even, it should be a force, but if they can get one buried behind the center, it might even be a steal.
Did you get a time on that?
14-1. Yeah, that was 14.
I got a 14-1 on his. He also throws less rotation, so I don't know if he can quite go off that. 2 different throwers here.
Okay.
Should be like 14.5 to tee almost, I think, with 5 rotations average. Oh, Ben Keast here, he lives for these pressure draws, so.
This is his jam.
Yeah, hopefully I'm not jinxing him here, but
Let's go. Take a look though. It's gonna come
Well,
off.
if you live for it, you can't get jinxed by it.
no. He's made some good ones against me doing these. Oh, this one's not quick.
T-line.
It's gotta start moving.
Yeah, it's got a curl. I got a 14.7 on this, so
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
pretty good
feedback.
weight.
Yeah.
It's got like 5, 6, 5.5 rotations. Yeah.
Well, you got the
Might even be a
opportunity.
little faster
You go
than
for
the
the hero
15.
double for the win here, or what do you think?
In office for the win.
So yeah, that's
Go ahead, Tom's laughing because you guys I can't hear what he's saying, but it's going. What are you feeling?
it really depends kind of on your your steal efficiency. Like some of these teams, on average, I'd say it's close to around like 20% that you're gonna steal the win if he gets forced here. So if your odds of making this double, if you believe that they're better than 20%, then it's almost worth throwing it.
Wow. Yeah.
I almost think you play the double here for the win.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
You got a shot to win a game.
Yeah, getting
make it.
forced here. Only like 15-20% chance of winning, and the extra, it's a little tough versus just throwing a half rock hit. I mean, although it's to win the game, most curlers throw these pretty commonly,
You got
so
it. Nice.
should make this more than 20% of the time.
Yeah. So Burton for a nice little half cross house double for the win. Incoming. This would be a fantastic way to end our day.
Yeah, he had a good positive release here.
Yeah.
It's really curling. It's close.
Is he just gonna get the roll?
Yeah, he's gonna get the force.
Yeah, close enough.
That's good though. That's the way you the way you want to play it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess our day continues.
Yeah, it does. Hey, late night.
Spent enough hours at the curling rink today. I think I'm gonna be.
Yeah. Been here 14 hours. Holy.
Yeah, ditto.
They're working you like a dog.
I strolled in here 8 a.m. this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a lot of talking.
Yeah. Okay. I'm running out of things to say. We need some questions coming from the chat here. So we need.
Well, we know we have one viewer at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got Zach's pulling up the. Zach's
I got a whole 7 viewers.
7? Yeah.
Oh
Oh.
man.
Well, it's only in live interaction. Fantastic to have 7 aboard, but
Yeah. see a center guard come up from Burton.
That's our 3. And it's our now.
We're at 3. Gotta go here.
Take a look.
3. Go here. Go here, yeah. Let's go here, let's go here.
Great spot. Really good.
Yeah, that's good. They wanted it nice and tight there, so
Line.
they can throw another
My line.
double center on top. I think Elsenheimer's going behind.
Yeah, makes
That way,
sense.
Burton's throwing the double center on top of their rock, and Elsenheimer will be able to peel without jamming.
Top 12. Just 2. Top 8.
We're okay.
Top 8. Girl. Girl. If you can. Top
I think should curl here. This is kind of that spot.
Yeah, interesting. They didn't. It's the first one we've seen here in a couple shots that didn't get caught up in a
Yeah, no.
little bit of
No,
a
I want
funk
to leave
there.
above T.
No, that one went really straight.
Good spot. It's in play.
Almost too straight.
Well, we'll put a second one on top of that next shot and move on with their lives. So we're in an extra here. What's happening over? We're just still in sheet 7 over on sheet 1, eh?
Yeah,
So boys are playing a little bit of a quick game here on 2 compared to the rest of the show.
Oh,
I think
I think these games started at 8. I don't know if
you still call that fast?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, but it is N7.
Yeah.
Let it tick.
Oh, we've seen
Yeah,
some slow curling
you
over
don't
the
think
years.
4-2 here for
Okay.
ladies over Whitmire and 7. Then we got Lyndon McMahon on sheet 3, 4-4. Or sorry, no, it's not. It's 5-4 in 7 here. And we got
Little bit less.
Bowles.
I think
6
same.
Wider, way wider. 4 for Bowles over
I
Medley.
don't think so.
Close, Justice.
It'll come off the end.
Team Bowles is
T.
they're pretty good here. Might see them in the final. Wouldn't be surprised.
Finish.
Finish.
Just had to wait. We had to wait for it.
Well, this could get interesting. I think we're going to get a little bit junky in the 4-foot here for a few shots.
Had to just wait for it.
Yeah.
Well, I see we're zoomed in over on sheet 3. What do we got for action going on over here, Zach?
Looks like
A little slash double.
yeah, looks like some kind of double going on here.
Yeah,
This
interesting.
isn't last rock though,
No,
so
not quite yet, but yellow has hammer and red's trying to Red's is trying to mitigate some points at this point by the looks of it. We got our sheet. We got a yellow in coming into the 4-foot there too. So yeah, lots of action shaping up here. That was a very strong
shot.
delivery over there on.
yeah, it was.
That's a tidge wide, but I will say I think across the board here, I'm going to say technique-wise, I'm seeing a lot more solid technique out of some of the women's teams than the men's teams.
Yeah.
Get the top one.
In terms of maybe traditional curling technique, but
Oh shit.
Splitting center?
Yeah, there's definitely some different stuff. Other teams have different opinions on what things to do, and yeah, you never know.
it's still better than the mishmash of stuff we used to have.
Yeah.
There's some gems out there. All right, so I'm throwing up another center.
Yep.
What do we got? Yellow's not quite shot, but they got one slopped into the top of the button, which is a nice place to have one.
So I like this this double center sort of strategy that Burton's using. I kind of thought Elsenheimer would do something more like this in the 8th end. Like they chose to kind of chase rocks sort of that were already in the house, versus Burton's just ignoring those rocks, and he's just throwing his centers and waiting until skips rocks here.
Good throw.
Good peels coming out here from Yacy. Can throw him pretty hard, so did Bulls just make a angle run?
I missed what happened, but the whole crowd, I heard an ooh and an ah at the far end. I seen a couple looks. There's a little bit of laughter going out on the sheet, so something happened over there.
Yeah, not quite sure.
I'd say the purple team won, but I'm gonna stick with the purple team won.
They're both purple.
makes my prediction easier.
Yeah. I don't know. Both teams seem to be laughing, so it's hard to tell.
Everybody's happy.
Yeah. It's always a good time in Okotoks, you know.
Your blind spot.
4 rotations to stops, 15-6. Might be slowing down just a little bit here. Would have thought that would have been top 12.
I kicked down and out like.
I don't know. You've seen Justice's footwork there. That's looking very close to the style I strive for. We were talking about earlier.
I got it.
It's a great shot.
Okay.
Reminds me of a younger version of myself that used to be able to peel once in a while.
As long as I don't overbury this.
How's it going, boys?
Depends on how the shot goes.
Oh,
It's looking like shit.
yeah.
Didn't
Gotcha.
tell you more. Did not. Wasn't more. It wasn't more.
All right, so the input coming in over from sheet 4 was this was the best shot I've ever seen in real life, and we missed it.
Yeah.
Did not add there. Should have. Needed to.
We'll have to get somebody to come draw it for us.
Did you guys make an angle run there?
They did.
Oh, they did.
They did. It was
Oh.
angled to triple.
Oh.
And then it just jammed.
Holy.
I know.
That's
Somebody
insane.
send that to greatest curling shots. That was insane.
Yeah.
Really.
Holy. Looks like you might see some greatest curling shots from Okotoks.
Well, I hope one of those like 17 cameras that are pasted to the windows upstairs caught it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a really nice shot. That's
Yeah,
that
great
clears it
shot
up.
there.
That's
Great shot,
that's 2 great peels there.
Really hard to hide
Last
now.
rock.
Steel. Yeah.
It's just a little ho hum there. I'm just gonna go off to my bench. I did my job.
A little bit.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Kind of like that demeanor.
If we just put tap
Elsenheimer not
on
being
our last
shot
rock,
here,
so the double goes straight
they
into
can't
it,
throw a
and the
guard.
pick doesn't get him shot. That'd
And
be really
do
like if they were shot here, they'd be able to guard for
Yeah, there you
the
go.
game.
I'm saying guard now.
But not being shot here, they have to make a play and bump that, which is always going to leave a double or some kind of hit for Elsenheimer on his last draw. So that double peel there was pretty huge. Leaves Burton nowhere to hide here. So.
But then he stays shot. Okay. Got it.
All right. They verdict. This is looking like they're trying to throw a guard here right now.
Yeah, you can throw one more guard for sure.
Yeah. You just need that little nose bump on your next one.
Yeah.
And we're a little down. Let me in. Gotta go.
Looks like they're playing it fairly tight here. It's got low rotation.
Yeah.
This will be second
I
rotation.
think we're seeing a little bit of a broom, maybe indicating this, trying to get into the top 12.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty
Or-
good. Great shot. I think that's where they wanted it. So
Yeah.
cuts off that angle a little, but I mean,
Yeah, I think you're playing the over-the-top double,
yeah.
slashing everything away from those reds, and
Yeah.
everything should spin off. And maybe
Yeah.
feel actually, it'd be really beneficial to actually take one of those reds off with it on the way by, and
Yeah.
take away any pocket freeze that might exist.
Yeah, if you get rid of all of them,
You guys were saying if we
I don't know where he hides. He's almost got to like freeze the corner or try and draw like back four if you get rid of all three of these here. So
So we got some handshakes over here on sheet 1.
yeah,
I'm gonna make the.
Oh, you're playing it that way? Why not play it this way?
Because we lose that way?
Okay. Just need to get that 3 going, guys.
So
Like you
my
can't
presumption
have
there is
this.
Davies probably pulled that one out.
yeah, maybe.
Gets him
I
up to
think
2
you gotta
wins on the
play it over
weekend.
the
Yeah,
top.
maybe slow.
You need to get
another one.
this going.
I think it's the outturn that's been.
Yeah.
Yeah, fellas are talking this one over. I think they're neverly picking the right turn here and
Yep.
putting this over the top. Yeah, I think that Davies win has
Which are we playing?
eliminated one of the #1 fans over here,
Oh, okay, we're not taking much ice.
releasing him for the evening.
Jesus.
All right.
You're like,
Just a half room more.
Yeah, big shot here.
Yep. Ben's pretty good with these high hard ones, so should be pretty close. I really need to stop talking before they throw.
go, go,
What
go.
we got?
Oh,
Get
that's
out,
a
get
good
out.
one. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's great.
that's exactly what you wanted to do there.
That's perfect. Yeah, and then he's got to like either freeze this corner or try and like freeze back four or something. But either way, it's tough.
Yeah.
If he does get a good freeze on the corner here, though, because that yellow stayed in on the
Yeah.
corner of the 12, if Elsenheimer ever tries to pick it and rolls out, this could
Just a
bring
little more
that
weight
one
here.
into play on
I'm
the
not
edge.
sure about that much.
Yeah, it's you're not completely out of the woods. So you're not gonna have a simple smash there on your last one.
Nope.
Takes the blank out of play.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, it's not a zero risk. For sure.
Yeah. So, yeah. Prepare your T-line weight and get ready to draw for glory here on your next shot.
Yep. Say the weights. All right.
Yeah, it's got a lot of line right now too, and I'm not seeing this thing starting to break yet.
No, it's running a little heavy. It's coming. It can maybe go back four here.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
it's
Looks
gonna get a
pretty
small
good.
hook.
Looks pretty good. It's got to be shot, though, here.
Yeah, just never. Yeah, it's had all the weight. And that's handshakes. Elsenheimer outlasted here.
Yeah. This Elsenheimer team, they've been doing pretty good this year. So.
Yeah, but great match. This is a lot of fun to watch. A lot of fun to
Yeah.
watch this one here.
Close game. It's good.
I'm not sure where this puts everyone on the records for the weekend because I've been paying a lot of.
Sure, they'll be streamed as well.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, James, this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, and I want to thank Mike and then
Yeah.
Wade, of course, who
Zach for
Okay,
working
but-
the camera.
A lot of fun to come hang out. I'm gonna go sleep for about 17 hours.
Yeah, me too. Feels like it, hey?
Awesome.
All right. Good night.
Well,